you have to log in something, then it is asking all the details, then it is taking to this Zoom meeting.
While connecting to Zoom?
Yes, yes. Normally what happens, we'll just click the link, it will directly come to the meeting. Now it is asking a lot of things. Please log in with Gmail
yesterday
account.
we have removed all the authentication things, sir.
No, sir. Now Chandramani, sir, he's online. He's also telling same problem.
It is asking, see, that's why you see here Aditya is coming. It is my son's account actually.
Sir?
Yesterday we removed all the authentication settings, sir, and we refreshed.
Yes, yes. Normally.
Live.
Yeah, sir, we are on live. We are in live.
Yeah, yeah. Just I got the message also. Thank you.
Hey, Setupati garu, how to change this name if I want to change this one?
Sir, you are seeing your video?
Yeah, I am seeing my video.
Okay, sir. Which name you want to rename? I can do that. Only.
Yeah, Aditya is there, na? That you replace with Murali Dasari. That's it.
Murali?
Murali Dasari.
Sir, I changed your name, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's nice, sir. we are.
No, otherwise it will create confusion. People will understand.
Yes, sir.
So my background is okay now,
Oh, fine, sir.
and Shankar and lighting is okay.
Yes, sir. Good, sir.
Thank you. Background is okay now. Oh, the good.
Yeah. Don't switch on the live. Don't watch live. Your internet will be low then.
Gokula Krishnan, welcome. Kota Atulji, welcome. Dr. Ramesh Babu garu, welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, my
good afternoon.
Okay, fine, sir.
ఒక లైన్ లో ఉండండి సార్. వెల్కమ్ సార్. స్వర్గం రాజేశం గారు, వెల్కమ్ సార్. వెల్కమ్ ప్లీజ్.
ఇంజనీర్ దాసరి మురళి గారు. ఇంజనీర్ దాసరి మురళి గారు.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ సార్.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. బాగున్నారా?
బాగున్నాను సార్.
ఎక్కడ పూనాలో ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
పూణేలో కానీ వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ ఇప్పటి వరకు అయితే. Sir, we are waiting for the chief guest, sir.
వెల్కమ్ వనం రవీందర్ గారు.
నమస్కారం సార్.
రవీందర్ గారు, గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ అండి. హలో
హలో, నమస్కారం సార్.
రవీందర్ గారు, గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. మురళి మాట్లాడుతున్నారండి.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్.
Sir, I am calling the chief guest. Once he joins, now we'll start the session.
నమస్కారం అండి. ఇంజనీర్ పుట్ట పాండరంగ గారు, అధ్యక్షులు, అఖిల భారత పద్మశాలి ఇంజనీర్స్ విభాగ సంఘం. ఇంజనీర్ పుట్ట పాండురంగ గారు, హలో
సార్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ తో మాట్లాడుతున్నట్టున్నారు సార్ కొద్దిసేపు.
ఏమవుతుంది మరి, స్టార్ట్ చేయండి కదా వేణుమాధవన్ గారు.
సార్ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్. సో పాండురంగ సార్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గారితో. విల్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ సమ్ మినిట్.
హలో వేణుమాధవన్ గారు.
సార్ నేను చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గారితో మాట్లాడుతున్నా, వారు లైన్ ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు, కాగానే స్టార్ట్ చేద్దాము. ప్లీజ్ హోల్డ్ ప్లీజ్. ఓకే, యువర్ అకౌంట్ హస్ బీన్ లాక్డ్.
ఇంజనీర్ మసన మోహన్ నారాయణ గారు, జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ గారు జాయిన్ కాలేదు ఇంకా.
ఫార్వర్డ్ ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. సమ్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇస్ దేర్, ఈస్ ట్రైయింగ్, సమ్ టెక్నికల్ ఇష్యూస్ ఇస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ విత్ దెమ్. సో నౌ an information to all the members. Welcome to the seminar session today. I'm Engineer Putta Pandurangaya, Akhila Bharata Padmashari Engineers Vibhaga Sagam President. So we are going to start our session now because the chief guest is also trying to join, but some technical issues are going on there. So what we'll do is actually we'll start the session because already time is past around 2:30. We need to start our speaker session. So what I do is I request our chief guest to give his lecture, his inaugural speech through WhatsApp. I am connecting him through WhatsApp. Just now I spoke to him. He will join immediately. And I request him to complete his inaugural speech within 2 or 3 minutes so that we'll start by 2:35 or maximum by 2:40 about our first speaker session. Okay. Thank you so much. Please hold on. I am connecting to Balkishan garu, our chief guest today.
Can we tell something about our chief guest? No?
Yeah. Read out, sir. Please read out. I request Naka Venumadhan garu, organizing secretary, to read out about credentials of the today's chief guest, please.
Good afternoon to all. Professor Anwalla Balakishan. Dr. Balkishan garu is a professor of geography and dean, Faculty of Science, Usmania University, Hyderabad. He holds LLB, MSc with geography, PG diploma in geographical cartography, and a PhD in urban environmental studies from Usmania University. Remote sensing, GIS, geopolitical issues, etc. are his areas of interest. Presently, Professor Balakishan sir is the Vice President, National Association of Geographers, India, and President, Indian National Cartographers Association, Hyderabad chapter. Earlier, he served as the Director, Center for Indian Ocean Studies, and Director, UGC HRDC, formerly known as Academic Staff College, Usmania University. During his tenure as the Director, UGC HRDC, Usmania University, he got sanctioned a special grant of 7 crores for RUSA2 with his dedicated efforts and brought special honor and recognition for HRDC OU in the country. Professor Balakishan has participated in various national, international conferences and presented several research papers. He delivered invited guest lectures, special talks, keynote addresses, etc. at several seminars and conferences. Professor Balakishan extended his services as associate editor for Indian Ocean Digest Journal, India-Asia Journal, published by Institute of Asian Studies. He has published over 40 research papers on different topics and has authored few books. He was invited by the Royal Geographical Society, London, and was also invited by Sri Lanka by the Indo-Sri Lankan Foundation, Colombo. Professor Balakishan is advisor to the Indian Red Cross Society and also well known for his active participation in the consumer rights protection movement in both the states. Thank you, sir. This is brief back.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable credentials, information about the chief guest today. So I welcome all the participants, our co-members, co-engineers, and executive committee members of our ABPEVS, and the students and budding engineers. Thank you so much. So before starting our seminar session, first lecture will be by Dasari Murali Garu. He is the General Manager, Power Systems Engineering, Cummins India Limited, Pune. So in fact, our chief guest, Anwalla Balakishan Garu, is trying to join with us. Once he joins, we will take his join him and take his inaugural speech. Now he's calling. I'll try to connect and I'll show that through the phone so that his speech will listen. Please kindly hold on. Sir, kanapartunna sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ippudu meeku program session meeku telustunda sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ఈ యూట్యూబ్ నడుస్తుంది కనపడుతుందా? లేదు సార్, మీకు చేయ అడ్డం ఉంది. ఓ వీడియో అడ్డం ఉన్నట్టుంది. ఓకే, ఒక్క నిమిషం. రెండు ప్రింట్అవుట్లు తీసుకురా తొందరగా, మెయిల్ లో వచ్చింది కదా. తర్వాత ఎవరు రాని ఇప్పుడు రూమ్ లోకి నువ్వు తీసుకొచ్చి ఇచ్చాను. సార్, ఆర్ యూ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ద స్క్రీన్ సార్? Yes, sir. I am able to speak. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So what I'll do is show this the screen to the desktop side so that your figure will be seen in the video. Okay, sir. So just now introduction about the inaugural chief guest, as you are the chief guest of today's inaugural session. Our organizing secretary Nakka Venumadhan Garu had introduced about yourself and given your credentials and all. So we are just about to go to the session. We convey our happiness that you have joined as chief guest of today's session. I request you to, I'll try to show first, sir. Once it is seen clearly in the screen, please start your speech, sir, inaugural speech. Okay, sir. Please go ahead. How many participants are there, sir, right now? Actually, so participants will be very less, sir, because direct link given to the people are less because 100 members restriction is there. So what we have done is to the participants and other co-members and all community people and the enrolled students are more than 140 members have enrolled. So to them we have given a YouTube live link. So this is live streaming is going on, sir, now. Yeah, in the Zoom live link it is 14, but overall people are more than 200. Sir. Yes, sir, more than, and they can watch later on also. Yes, yes. No, I am showing. Yes, sir, thank you. Please, please. I think the members are able to hear his voice, no? So I'm trying to show his figure on the screen.
So that video is not clear and audio is somewhat better. So you can.
Please carry on with your inaugural speech, sir. We request Professor Anmala Balkishan Garu, the chief guest of today's inaugural session, kindly give your speech, sir, please. Who are available online right now, who are able to listen to me. Thank you very much for each and everyone, and my greetings and my regards to each and everyone. My respects of Padmashali Engineer Vibhag and Sri Chandramoli Garu, Chief Engineer Retired, Irrigation Department, and also Sir, the meeting నడుస్తుంది సార్, ప్లీజ్ మీరు జాయిన్ అయ్యారా సార్? జాయిన్ అవ్వండి సార్. లింక్ పంపించాం కదా సార్, లింక్ క్లిక్ చేయండి సార్. అవునా, నేను ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగి మీకు ట్రై చేస్తాను సార్. కొంచెం లెక్చర్ స్టార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత చేస్తాను. ప్లీజ్ మీరు ఒక్కసారి మీకే కాల్ చేస్తాను, నేనే కాల్ చేస్తాను. Hello, sir. Every year, successfully, our people are conducting this wonderful event. My special congratulations and appreciations to Engineer Panduranga Garu and all his dynamic and committed members. You know, we can understand how difficult it is to conduct a single program. But after one program, after successfully they are conducting, not only conducting, they are becoming role models to several other organizations which are there actually working across the globe. And there are several organizations where they are also bringing this engineering paper. Once upon a time, I still remember very clearly, they have started with a handful of people who are committed in order to strengthen, particularly engineering. Those people who are working with the background of engineering, they wanted to bring into a kind of umbrella, and we were seeing them regularly working hard, and they have successfully managed to not only bring in all the people, you know, it is not only limited to earlier they were focusing on Hyderabad engineers, and later they started spreading to other districts of Telangana. Now I am really happy to see the development they have also reached to national level. And my special appreciations for the Panduranga Garu. He has been continuously for some time. I feel so surprised to see him that he is, sometimes I feel as if he has dedicated his life for the development of this engineering vibhag only. That is how he is able to develop this organization,
a kind of role model to all other community-based organizations. There is a lot of special things to know from them. And my dear friends, those who are online right now, those who are listening to our discourse now, the thing is that coming to the, when we say that coming together itself is a mark of success. When so many hundreds of thousands of people are coming together, particularly from belonging to one particular field, that is engineering, birds of same feather, when they are coming together and with a motive, with a notion that in order to strengthen the community, in order to give back to the society something, so these people are coming together, we really appreciate. And there is a lot you can do. And all these days I've been working, these engineering members actively participating all social related issues of concern. They are also contributing lot of money, not only actively involving, they are also spending lot of money, donating to the needy people, and that's how everyone, people like me also, there is an urgent need to learn from you. And with these viewers, my best friend, my brother, Putta Panduranga garu clearly told that ISRT program was delayed due to this technical problem, and we should not make further delay in conducting this program. With these viewers, there are so many other people, they are eagerly awaiting for their turn to talk to you, to address you. So I don't want to take their time also. With this few minutes of my message, I feel elated. I am so happy to be amongst you today. And although there is a technical problem, my Zoom meeting app could not be opened. And however, Engineer Panduranga garu immediately resolved this issue of connecting me to all through this video call program. And my special appreciations to each and one who are helping our engineering vibhag by joining their hands and thereby strengthening their hands. I wish this engineering vibhag will do much more wonders in future. And as always, I've been assuring, this time also I express my assurance that I will be always with you. I feel privileged to be one among you. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best for successful conducting of this program.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable message. We are very much delighted with your words, sir. So the message you have given inspired us to do further more good things. We definitely, our members are clapping, sir, so they are appreciating your valuable message. And we hope first of all congratulate you, sir, for becoming the Dean of Department of Science, Usmania University. It is a privilege to our community that our elite person he became. And the future, we also wish that very soon you have to become Chancellor, Vice Chancellor of one of the universities in Telangana. And thank you so much for your valuable time, sir. We wish you all the very best. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Right, sir.
Right, sir. So let us thank him. So though the technical issues, so technology now had grown like anything. We are trying to reach through Zoom, and we are leaps and bounds. We are crossing all areas globally. We are joining in a single platform and conducting the programs like this. So our coordinators, Naka Venumadhan Garu, Engineer Setupati Balakrishnan Garu, and Engineer Shankar Shivaratri Garu, they worked very hard. Even yesterday also they took they were on the line until 1 o'clock in the early morning, and kept this program live and keeping this active. So because of some technical issues, some delay took place. I don't want to take much of that time. Actually, as presidential address, I need to give about ABPEVS and the works we have done so far. So we will take it to in the evening, the Engineers Day celebration. We'll speak about that. So not wasting much of time, I request now Naka Venumadhan Garu to brief about the first speaker, Sri Engineer Dasare Murali Garu. Sir, please go to Nakavenu Madam Garu, please.
About Engineer Dasare Murali Garu. He did BE Mechanical in 1995 and he did MBA Marketing in 1999. He also did ME Mechanical in 2006. All these from University of Pune only he did. He worked in Cooper Corporation as DGM and Saint Limited as AGM between 2013 to 2019. Presently, he is working in Cummins India Limited as General Manager since October 2019. He is having 25 plus years of experience at middle and senior management level. He has successfully completed various projects from concept to launch. International work experience in Germany, USA, Italy, and China is also having. He empaneled faculty in National Institute MSME. He gave guest lecturers for undergraduates and postgraduates. He received Chairman Award in Cummins for 5 consecutive years. Thank you, sir.
Sir, I am unable to start my video and share my screen.
So, Dasare Murali Garu.
I am unable to start my video or share my screen, sir.
I think you have to be made a co-host. Setapati Balakrishna, request you to please make the arrangement, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have the slide. Shall I present?
You can present, but my video is not visible. That's the issue.
Now presentation will be seen, sir. Your video will be,
You can switch on your video, sir. No problem.
No, but he is saying it cannot start video because the host has stopped it.
Now?
Yeah. Now it is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I
Okay, you can
present?
share. You can present it. No problem.
Okay.
sir, I request the speaker, sir, please kindly curtail your program up to 25 minutes so that we can adjust the overall.
Yeah, sir. My presentation is only 1 slide, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Setapati Garu, can you present the screen?
Yes, sir. Now it's presenting.
Okay, so just keep it this. So good. Okay, I thank all the Akhil Bharatiya Padmashali Engineer Vibhagam President, all the office bearers for giving me this opportunity to present this bigger forum. So I am taking this topic as career opportunities for engineering student, as our group is an engineering student. So with whatever the knowledge I have in this field, I want to share some of my experiences with the student community. What are all the opportunities they have in after doing the engineering. So these are some of the things I divided. One is the jobs, what kind of job they will get after completing their BE, and what kind of higher education they can do it after completing the BE. So if we come to the jobs category, first is the state government. So when I talk of state government, generally these jobs are basically conducted by either TSPSC or MPSC or Tamil Nadu State Public Service Commission or ABPEVS. So these jobs are recruited by the State Public Service Commission, and most of the time these state government jobs, the opportunities are more for civil engineers, then electrical engineers. These two people will have more jobs. Mechanical engineers, they will have some jobs, but compared to them, electronics and computer engineers will have very less job or no jobs. Especially in state government, civil engineering and electrical will have more jobs. And again, as I said, all these selection process is done through the State Public Service Commissions. And the selection process is generally, they will have one written test and they will have one interview. So this is a broader classification. So in the written, they will have one paper on the technical part, and other paper will be like general knowledge or aptitude. So the weightage will be given more to the technical paper. So technical paper is for civil, it will be civil, for mechanical, it will be mechanical, for electrical, it will be electrical. So after your written test, they will shortlist on the weight of written test, there will be interview will be there. So it again depends. Some boards, they will directly give you job on the basis of the written. Some boards, they will take interview and then do a combined score and they will give you the job. So these are some of the things related to state government. So state government, the selection is done by the State Public Service Commission, and most of the jobs will be for civil engineers, electrical engineers. So coming to central government, in central government, we have actually two categories. One is the Indian Engineering Services exam, which is conducted by the UPSC. There basically, this is applicable to civil engineer, this is applicable to mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, electronics engineer. But I have not seen much jobs for computer engineers in Indian Engineering Services. Again, the same thing is there. The test is conducted by UPSC. Every year they will announce some posts, maybe 500,000 depending on the requirement. And these people will be serving either in railways, defense, telecom, construction, ports, any of the department they will work. And this is basically civil, mechanical, electrical, and electronics. Again, here you have a test selection will be a preliminary test, which is objective. Then there is a mains, which is again written, the conventional one. They will take an interview. On the basis of this, again, they will select the people and they will again issue the appointment letter. So basically, all these jobs are related to central government organization, telecom, railways, ports, highway infrastructure, all that. The second part is the public sector units. See, in India, almost we have more than 250 public sector units. So public sector units means there are 3-4 types, like they call Maharatnas, Navaratnas, then Miri Ratnas. Depending on the size and their capability, they are differentiating these 3 categories. Again, in India, we have almost more than 250 public sector undertakings. Again, the most of the time, what is happening is the central government selection is happening through the gate. What they are doing, whenever anybody is writing on the basis of their gate score, they are selecting. So the advantage to the students in this is, if you get a very good score in say 1 year, maybe 2001 to whenever you write an exam and you get a very good score, that score is applicable to almost all the public sector. So then see, if you get a very good score in one gate exam, then you can appear for all the central government exams, and then the choice will be yours, which public sector unit you want to take. So this is about the central government jobs. Okay, IAS is there, then public sector. Public sector undertaking is done through the gate, and I will explain about the gate also in the further discussion. And when you come to the corporate, whenever we say corporate, see, normally what happens, corporate is, it can be Infosys, Wipro, TCS, L&T, Siemens, or some companies like Tata Motors, Hyundai, Caterpillar, Cummins. So what these normally companies will do is they will do the selection on the basis of campus. So unfortunately, what happens when they say campus means only they will only prefer top colleges, maybe NITs, IITs, or some university colleges. So when they will go to the campus, again the process of selection will be same. They will have one aptitude test, then they will take a group discussion, then they will have a HR round, and then there will be a selection. That is what is happening in a regular corporate recruitment process. Either it can be a software company, or there is an electronic company, or it is a mechanical company, it is a core company, or anything. The process is that. Now, because of this COVID situation and all that, the advantage students are getting is now everything they are doing it online. That means they will open the link in the online for filling up the application. So once the candidate fills up the application, they will have their own criteria and they will shortlist the candidates based on their percentage, marks, college, and all these. And then they will again taking everything online nowadays. The aptitude test is online, the group discussion is online, the interviews are online, and on that basis they are doing the selection. So now in the current condition, advantage is any person, he can be from any college, any person, everyone can apply. Everyone got at least a chance to apply nowadays because of this COVID situation. Otherwise, what happens? Only they will go to some particular colleges for campus recruitment, and if your college is not there in that, you will never get an opportunity to even appear for the top colleges. Okay, so this is for the corporate jobs. We have seen state government jobs, central government jobs, corporate jobs. Now I am going to civils. So when I say this is a civils exam, so we have to understand civils means not only the civils, we are talking of IAS, IAFS also, that is conducted by the UPSC, but civils it is conducted by the state public service commissions also. But when it is conducted by UPSC, the jobs are for IAS, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Police Service, and it can be for Indian Postal Service, Indian Revenue Service, Indian Commercial Tax, Income Tax. All this will be covered. But the advantage there will be roughly around 700 to 800 posts per year for civil services exam, which is conducted by UPSC. Now the advantage of appearing for UPSC civil services, every year they conduct by default all these exams, whether it is 700 posts or 800 posts, 200 posts. Every year they will conduct this exam, civil services exam, conducted by UPSC. Now the same thing will be done by the state public sector, public service commissions, but that posts are like, again, it will be for DSP or deputy collector, RTO, commercial tax officer, which are related to the state government. So if you see the pattern of examination for both the UPSC and the Public Service Commission, initially there will be a preliminary examination. So preliminary examination is like elimination. It will be like an objective type. The persons who are selected, they will go to the mains, but that marks of the prelim examination will not be considered in your final selection. Either you take civil service exam or public sector exam, they will have two steps of selection. One is the preliminary, which is called the screening test. Then they will have a mains. If you take the case of civil services, in the mains, apart from the essay, general studies, Indian language and English language, you have to select two optional subjects. That means, suppose if someone is engineering, he can select mechanical or maths, or he can select maths, physics, anything. So in civil services, you have to select two optional subjects apart from the regular subject. But when it comes to public state service commission, they have a different thing. See, what happens in mains, a lot of public service commission, what they are doing, they are keeping common syllabus for all the people. Whether you are from commerce, arts, engineering, medicine, anything, you have a common syllabus for all the people. But that is followed by some public service commission. But some public commissioner, apart from the common syllabus, they will ask you to select one optional subject. That is of your interest. See, if you are studied engineering, it doesn't mean you have to only take the optional of engineering. You can take maths, physics, chemistry, whatever is there in the list of that option. Now, the only difference between the civil services, we all know, is a national level exam. There are only 1,000 posts or 800 posts. Around 10 lakhs people will write the exam. In the State Service Commission, also the competition is very heavy. But the only difference between the civil service exam and the Public Service Commission exam is, in civil services exam, that is very transparent. Every year they will do the exam and it is very foolproof. But the problem with the State Service Commission is they will never give the exams on time. See what happens today, they will give advertisement in 2000, then we don't know after 2005 also the exam will come, or 2010 also, then we don't know. The schedule is not proper in the Public Service Commission, State Public Service Commission. So the post can be 50, 10, 20. So there is, I can say, there's a lot of luck you should have. So what happens, suppose you have completed BE this year, and if there are no posts, after 4 years also they will give the civil service state civil service exam. Then 4 years you cannot wait. But in civil service it is not like that. You get the exams every year, but the number of posts can vary. But even if you are preparing for this year, if you are not getting, unfortunately, you can try for the next year with the same preparation. But the big risk with Public Service Commissions is the exams are erratic. They will conduct one time, they will not conduct. So sometimes the posts are varying, and State Service Commissions also, the transparency, all are a big question mark. Okay, so that was one question. Go to the next slide. Hello, Balakrishnan, next slide. Yeah, so this is about the civil service exam. So civil service exam, one is conducted by UPSC, the other conducted by the State Public Service Commission. Now banking. So when I'm talking of banking, please don't think that I'm talking of this blank curricular exam or the provisionary of it. So I'm not talking of that. In banking also, what is happening, especially for computer science, they have a lot of specialized jobs are also there, like network engineers, software engineers, like marketing related to marketing, economics, and something related to technical officer. So there are a lot of positions available for the engineering fraternity also in the banking sector. So they have law officer, legal officer, they have technical officer, they have a project evaluation teams. So that jobs are suitable to either engineering, civil, mechanical, electrical, but most of the jobs in banking sector will be coming for the IT people, like network engineer, software engineer, so lot of things. So again, here selection will be by ABPEVS. This is called Indian Banking Personnel Selection. Here also the exam will happen in 2-3 stages. One is the screening one, preliminary. Other is the main exam, and after that they will take you for the interview. But again, this preliminary is a screening exam. On the basis of mains and interview, they will give the selection. So in banking sector also, there are very good opportunities for engineers. Huh? I'm not talking of the regular banking jobs. I'm talking of the specialized jobs for engineers. So this is also a good opportunity if someone wants to make a, I can say a safe job or a, stable job. I think this is also one of the options. Now coming back to the teaching sector, so whenever we are talking of teaching, someone who has done a BE exam, so on the basis of BE, normally you will not get good teaching jobs. maybe you will get a job in maybe in some diploma or ITS you can get. But if you want a good job in teaching after you are completing your BE graduation, you have to do compulsory ME or MTech, or you should do a PhD. Then you can get very good job either in NITs, IITs, or in very good engineering colleges, university colleges. All that is possible. Again, when I say you have to do ME, MTech, means again you have to write GATE, or some universities directly give admission to PhD on the basis of GATE. So teaching is also one of the good option, but you should compulsorily do a PhD. Minimum MTech, ME, MTech you have to do, but if you do PhD from a good college, and if you are lucky and if there are good positions available, then you can get very good selection in any top colleges in India. So this is one of the other scopes when we talk of the jobs. So we covered 6 sectors now: state government jobs, central government jobs. Central government you have IESC and the PSUs. Corporate you have all the private jobs. It can be IT, mechanical, core jobs. Civil you have the UPSC, IAS conducted by UPSC. Then the public sector jobs conducted by the State Public Service Commission. In banking, you have to target the specialized jobs related to the engineering team. Then in teaching, we have to take ME, MTech in your concerned field, either it is electronics, computer, electrical. Then you have to do PhD. Then you have got a very good scope for teaching in the in any good engineering college, all top college. So this is the part I covered for jobs. Now I will move to the higher education. So someone is not interested in doing a job after BE, then you have 2-3 options. So I have mentioned 3 options here. One is ME, MTech. So again, I told you ME, MTech, if you want to do, you have to compulsorily write GATE. Again, GATE means GATE consists of the subject related to your concerned branch. If you are a mechanical engineer, the paper will be mechanical. If you are a computer engineer, it will be related to computer. So what is there in this GATE? Apart from the regular subject, they will also have some question related to the aptitude, whatever we call mental aptitude or reasoning or quantitative, that also will be there. Around 10 to 50% questions come from the aptitude area, and the major percent will be of related to your concerned branch, either electrical, mechanical, electronics, instrument, or whatever is there. So, but the good advantage of GATE is once you get one GATE exam, then you can get admission in ME, MTech. You can go for PhD. Any public sector unit will consider your GATE score. That is the main advantage. And if when you go to any interview for corporate, state, anywhere you go, if you tell yes, I have a good score in GATE, means that gives a lot of value to you. So if anyone is really trying for GATE, please get a good score. It will help you in a lot of ways. Don't only think about ME, MTech admission. It will help you in your job. It will help you whenever you attend any interview. So this is the ME, MTech where you have to write GATE, and the GATE is conducted by every time some IIT someone will conduct every year, and there is a complete chart published in the net, and every date is there. When is the date start opening? When is the exam? When is the date? All the details will be available in the net. So this is about ME, MTech. Again, what happens is if someone is doing a ME, MTech, I always suggest do it from a top institute, either from IITs, NITs, or some top university. So it will be advantageous for you whenever you go for either teaching job, any job. If you're doing it from a good institute, always it gives some advantage to you compared to the other students. So when I talk of now go to the MBA, MBA we are actually dividing. MBA there are 2-3 exams. One is a CAT admission, common admission test conducted by the IIMs. This exam is useful for all the IIMs. Apart from the IIMs, also a lot of other top universities, colleges consider CAT score for their selection. Now what happens? CAT is only a score, and in top all other top institutes also some institutes consider the CAT score, but this is only a basic. Once you get a CAT score, then you again will have to appear for group discussion interview. On the basis of they will give the selection. So another one is CAT, another is MAT, Management Aptitude Test, which is conducted by All India Management Association. Again, that score is applicable to lot of institutes. Lot of institute will take that score and give you selection. Again, I told you selection will be written, group discussion, interview. And apart from that, a lot of state governments are also conducting, they call it CET, Common Entrance Test. Suppose the Telangana government will complete. So when you call it CET, means that CET exam is applicable for all the MBA colleges in that particular state. In Maharashtra, it will be CET, that is applicable for all the Maharashtra colleges. In Telangana, it will be there, applicable for all the Telangana colleges. So again, sorry, whenever you do write an exam, then the exam, group discussion, and interview. And some of the state government, what they do on the basis of directly on the written score, they will give you, if you get a good score, they will give you in a good college. Accordingly, your preference will get the seat. But apart from these three exams also, some other institute like Symbiosis, Narsi Monji, SP Jain, BITS Pilani, they all conduct their own exam again for their MBA. So you have to again see that if you want to see specifically write Symbiosis, you have to write their exam. Narsi Monji, SP Jain, all top institutes conduct their own exam. Apart from the CAT, MAT, and the state exam, we will have some top institutes conducting. So depending on your approach, you have to. Again, the guidance here is whenever you do want to do MBA, now MBA has become very expensive. Please do it from a top institute so that you get very good campus placement, very good job, then you can have a very good career. If you do it from a small, chota, all that institute, then it will not be beneficial. So don't do it. My suggestion is do it from a good institute where you can learn good, you can get good campus and everything. So my last topic is abroad. So when I say abroad, again, abroad means always people think of US, but generally a lot of mechanical engineers prefer to go to Germany for mechanical engineering. So a lot of people from mechanical will prefer to go to Germany, but other people will prefer to go to USA. Again, same thing in USA. If you want to go, either you have to write GRE, TOEFL, or GMAT. GMAT is for MBA. When you get a good score, again you individually apply for each and every university on the website directly. Depending on your scores, depending on your academic record, depending on your proposal, statement of work, your background, your college, all that, again they will shortlist the candidates and they will provide you the admission. And after admission, you can think of how you are going to fund your education, where you get scholarship, and all that you can plan. And that is all upon us. So every institute you will approach based on this. Again, their GRE, TOEFL, GMAT is important. Whatever the college you have done is important. Your scores are important. So I covered three things in higher education: ME, MTech, PhD, MBA. You can go to MBA and abroad again and study. So before I conclude, just I want to just highlight a few points. So what I request every engineering student is, whenever you are planning either for job or education, whatever the bifurcation again, see, you should do this. Yeah, I am complete, sir. I have only 2 minutes.
Because the next speaker is also,
only 2 minutes. So what I am telling is, whenever you do a job selection or a higher education selection, please do when you are in college only. Whenever you are in second year, third year, fourth year, only you should decide what is your next step. Don't take this decision after coming out of your BE, then it is a big problem. So you have to take the decision when you are in college. And second thing is, whenever you are preparing for any of these exams, always have some backup. So don't depend on one job and one profession. If you have backup, it will always help, because the competition is so much in the market. If you don't have backup, you will end up in problem. And the other point I want to make is, always prepare for relevant exam. Relevant exam, see, someone is preparing for abroad, he want to go for GRA, and he says, I want to prepare for civil service also. It is not possible. You cannot prepare for going abroad GMAT and you prepare for civil. That is not possible. But what is possible? You can prepare for state government exam, central government exam, or you can prepare for corporate. That is one combination is possible. Or someone is say preparing for civil services exam and state public exam. That is possible. So this combination is possible. Don't try odd combination. And someone says, I am preparing for GRADE, I am also preparing for CAT. So that combination is also not that much, So I am telling that make a group and try for 2-3 things which are relevant. Don't try odd combinations. Okay. And the last point before I want to close is, if someone is really interested in making a career in engineering, if you have a good score, a good GATE score, it is always useful for your career. Whenever you are writing any GATE exam, please try to get a good score. It will help you in a lot of ways. In getting job in public sector, getting ME, MTech admission, PhD admission, and even for interviews in corporate also, it will help. So with this, I am completing my speech, and I thank all the Padmashali Engineering Vivang team for giving me this opportunity. And if anyone wants to contact, I am just starting in I can give you the email. You can send me your queries. I can clarify the questions.
So thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I completed, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm giving my email ID in the chat.
Yeah, please type in the messages box, sir.
Yes, sir. I am typing my email ID. If anyone wants any more information, please write to me. I will provide you all the details.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Engineer Dasara Murli Garu, the General Manager, Power Systems Engineering, Cummins India Limited, Pune. You have given very valuable inputs to the budding engineers and budding students, those who are trying for higher education and going abroad. You have covered very lot good information, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for your valuable speech on the topic. Actually, in fact, now Engineer Nalla Krishnaru Garu is supposed to give his next speak. Actually, I am requesting Veldi Ramesh Babu Garu is. I mean, he had messaged me if he gives. I mean, if he's given chance for the second position. So I request Nala Krishnudu Garu. I think he accepts for that, and I request Dr. Ramesh Babu Veldi Garu be available for his next lecture. He is the scientific officer G, Department of Atomic Energy, Hyderabad. I request Naka Venumadhavan Garu, the organizing secretary, kindly brief about his credentials, sir. So Naka Ramesh Babu Veldi Garu will give his topic, and I request Ramesh Babu Veldi Garu, instead of for 30 minutes, if he curtails 5 or 10 minutes less, so that other speakers also may be accommodated within the scheduled time. Thank you so much, sir. Please over to Naka Venumadhavan Garu.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Veldi Ramesh Babu Garu obtained his MSc Tech in 1992 and PhD in 2008, both in exploration geophysics from Usmania University. He started his scientific career at Usmania University as a research scholar and later joined as Scientific Officer C in Department of Atomic Energy in 1995. Presently, he is Scientific Officer G and is associated with Airborne Geophysical Surveys and Remote Sensing Group. He worked extensively in different parts of the country and contributed to the mineral exploration program. He has more than 50 technical reports to his credit. He has published more than 45 research papers in leading national and international journals, presented more than 25 technical papers in various seminars and symposiums in India and abroad. He is an adjunct of professor at Homi Bhabha National Institute, Mumbai. He is an active member of Australian Society of Exploration Geophysicists. He is recipient of National Geoscience Award for the year 2016 from Honorable President of India for his outstanding contribution in ground and heliborne geophysical surveys by Government of India. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Naka Venumadhavan Garu, for nice introduction, and thank you for accepting my request, Putta Pandrange Garu, and giving this opportunity. I'm indeed honored to deliver a small talk. I prepared little, extensively my talk. I'll cut short that after listening to Dr. Murli Garu. Please allow me to share my screen. Yeah, it's done. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, is my presentation is visible?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Then, okay. In continuation with Dasar Murli Garu, I just want to add.
So can you go to slideshow? Yeah.
So it's visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In continuation with the Dasari Murli Garu, job opportunities in engineering and other branches. So Department of Atomic Energy is one of the leading R&D institute in the country. And there is a institute called Homi Bhabha National Institute, and they recruit every year for both scientists and engineers with a GATE qualification. I mean, GATE high score, along with the online BRC exam every year. There is a calendar fixed every year, and in all branches of engineering and the sciences. And even Tata Institute of Memorial Sciences is also part of HBNI. And, the interviews 100% fair. And further, 75% of the candidates were selected from the BRC online exam and 25% from the GATE score. And 1:10 ratio will be called, and each candidate will be interviewed for a minimum of half an hour. So with that, I just wanted to start. I thought, this is a little extensive. I think I'll cut short. So radiation, my topic is radiation and environmental protection. I thought energy in the beginning, but since our, ABPEVS organizer told me to choose this, anyhow, thank you. Radiation means everybody knows. I need not explain about this. Radiation is which doesn't require any material to transmit the energy from one place to another. So this is with the speed of light, and it is it's like electromagnetic waves. It's also called electromagnetic waves. So radiation can be from the anywhere, from the outer space, or there may be radioactive substances which can continuously radiate some kind of electromagnetic waves, or alpha rays or beta gamma rays. Will be very quickly discussing about all those things. So radiation means this is the one that even towers, radars, antennas, and also radiate energy. People has got much apprehensions about all those things. But what is ionizing radiation and what is non-ionizing radiation is more important for us. What is the harmfulness? I mean, which one is harmful for us? And before going to this very quickly, the development of science, that is very interesting. And when we read today, it looks funny. The X-rays were discovered in 1895, and this all radioactivity and radium and all those things. I'll share this presentation with the organizers for share by removing certain slides so that it can be shared with other people as well. So when it was X-rays were discovered, Edison, his eyes were affected, and his assistant died by the intensive exposure of X-rays. They were not knowing. Even X-ray makers suffered severe skin disease damages because they were not aware of all those things. So it was in the beginning, it was used for the not for the diagnosis. It is used for the treatment. So one of Grubben, who worked with the X-rays, lost his hands and fingers. So I'll just skip all these things. I don't think it is not necessary for the students. I thought in a different way. So I'll just skip these things and straight away. Interesting thing is Mr. Gowden opened an X-ray studio, and he wanted to, in a cosmetic kind of things, beautician like, to remove their hairs from upper lip and chin for the ladies. But unfortunately, he used the lower intensity radiation, which doesn't serve the purpose. But unfortunately, fortunately, if he uses the high intensity radiation, their shape would have been damaged. Anyhow, so that's I just wanted to skip all this thing straight away. I'll go to my presentation. Radiation, ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. So non-ionizing radiation is the it doesn't harms much. It only transfers the energy from one place to another place. Like some of the sources are ultraviolet, visible light, infrared, microwave, radio frequency, extremely low frequency, ELF range, what we call laser. That doesn't harm much because this will not ionize. This will not harm the tissues. Whereas the ionizing radiations, which knocks out the electrons and releases some energy, and it even damages the cells, like X-rays, gamma rays, alpha, beta particles, and neutron particles. They are particle radiations. X-rays and gamma rays are the high intensity radiation. So this may be new to many of the audience participating in this. Magnetosphere, Earth, we know Earth is a very huge magnet with a North Pole and South Pole. And if you hold a magnet like this, it's an envelope, which is called the magnetosphere. So much in the same way, Earth has a magnetosphere. It's an envelope covering the entire Earth. It's a magnetic field, because it's a dynamo theory which explains that, which I don't want to enter into that part. This is a magnetosphere. So how it is protecting from us. So the cosmic charged particles like muons, pions, kappans, etc., they are coming from the outer space, getting trapped in the Earth's magnetic field, and they get spiraled along the magnetic field and dumped at the poles, North Pole and South Pole. They are called Aurora Borealis in the north and Aurora Australis in the south. And if people have taken the wonderful pictures of it. So that means the Earth, the magnetosphere itself is protecting from the outer space cosmic particles, charged particles. Had it been not there, so we would have been, life is not that possible. Anyhow, electromagnetic spectrum, you all know. I just ignore that part. And effects of radiation, sorry. It's a penetration, ionization, emission of light, and thermal resonance and all physical effects. And biological effects, it damages the cell DNA even. So acute exposure and chronic exposures. Mostly medical professional are the prone to this chronic exposure. Acute exposure is something like any accidents kind of things. So this, what is radioactivity is +2 level physics. I'll skip it. The spontaneous disintegration of any atom will produce, there is an unstable nucleus will produce a radiation. So based on the interaction and all those things, it emits alpha, beta, and gamma particles. So what are these alpha, beta particles? Alpha particle is, this ionization power is higher, but it is a doubly ionized helium atom. Beta is fast moving electron, and gamma rays is the just electromagnetic radiation. So alpha rays has got the highest ionizing power and gamma is the least, but penetrating power for gamma rays is highest. So this also, I just discussed about the cosmic radiation. The magnetosphere is protecting from cosmic particles, neutrons, even small polythene can stop these things. So whereas, immediately we may get doubt, what is isotope? Atoms of the same element with a different atomic weights, but radioisotopes are extensively used in the medical treatment, which we are all aware. So, for example, carbon 12 and 14, which is used for the dating, which is even archaeological studies. And the half-life, any mass, I just wanted to skip this. Half-life for certain elements, isotopes, is given. So, units of radioactivity, generally we come across, whenever we go to the hospital, we see at the AERB certificate on it. AERB certificate on it that, the peaceful uses of the radioisotopes, and AERB is the nodal agency to control these X-ray units, radioisotopes, all diagnostic experiments. In a bigger hospital, there will be a radiological safety officer who monitor all these things and report to the AERB. So generally, it is measured in the Curies, nano-Curies, Curies, Becquerels, Röntgens, and all those things. And so when we expose it to any radiation, which is, what kind of radiation you are exposing, and accordingly its quality factor, we calculate the dose rates, that is in millisieverts or grays. So gamma radiation and X-rays are the quality factor is very less one, whereas alpha particles and fission fragments are the highest because they ionizes more. So this is so sources of radioactivity and contribution to the public. Kahan se aata hai ye pura radiations? Only radioisotopes are the sources or any other sources? So this is a simple pie chart which explains about the sources of natural sources of radiation. Even Earth, most of the granite has little in ppm, parts per million. It contains uranium and all. So in the radon, when we flying at a altitude of 35,000 feet, so that also, we are getting exposed to the radon and other radiations. So these are the radiations and biological effects. Yes, this everybody is interested. In the COVID situation, in this present pandemic situation, everybody is scared. We need to go for frequent X-rays or CT scan. So what kind of damage will be happening? So in a period of 1 year, so how much you are exposing? That is counted. The radiation is it's a limited. So it won't damage much if you go for one or a couple of X-rays or 1 or 2 CT scans in a year. So that is also computed, and the dosage is given. So there are some biological effects of the radiation, like somatic effects, genetic effects. In long run, genetic disorders will be takes place. Tetragenic effects. So these are some of the biological effects. So again, who is more prone to? Who are the worst affected people? Does it age is criteria? Age is criteria, or the exposure, acute, chronic, or the external or internal radiation? On the surface in a deposit area, that is the exposed part, some area. So that is an external. Internal is in a laboratory. So these are some of the radiation which people are getting exposed. Alpha, beta, and we should not worry much about these alpha, beta, gamma particles. So this is also, I just wanted to skip this. And this is, so how best you can avoid this? So you have to plan, control time, and you keep yourself away from the radioactive source, or for a minimal period of time you should get exposed so that you can cover yourself, or shielding if there is no other way to enter into certain laboratories. You have to keep yourself shielded from the radiation so that you can protect yourself. So these are the penetrating power of the alpha, beta, gamma rays, which we are all aware. And methods, this is the minimum time of exposure, or keep yourself away from the radiation. Let it be anything, that may be any kind of radiation, need not be radioactivity. From the radiations from the radioisotopes. So this is a shielding itself, we can protect from this. What are the instruments which can measure? Generally, we are well aware that Geiger-Muller counters or gamma ray spectrometers or gas chambers are the instrument which records the dosimeters are also there. So which records the radiation levels. So these are some of the solid state detectors are there, high purity germanium detectors are there. Some of the gamma ray spectrometers of cesium iodide, thallium activated, or sodium iodide, thallium activated crystals, which we are using in the flying operations to record the radioactivity of the ground. Okay, so survey monitoring, which I skip again. So this is also, so managing principles of radiation and protection. So, risks are very less compared to the benefits. So then you have to manage it. So this is a lot, reasonably lesser protection we have to optimize. Dose limitation. Okay, when you are exposing, there is no other go. You have to expose it. This is how far, how long you can expose. So there are methods to know the how much you are exposed to the radiation. There are some TLD badges, thermoluminescence devices will be attached to the X-ray technician or anybody who is dealing with the radioisotopes or any radioactivity material or any radiation. So that TLD will be over a period of 1 year, how much radiation is exposed, and that will be computed by the health physics group of BRC division, and they'll instruct whether it is really above the limit or higher the limit, higher than the required limit. So that's why distance shielding time, and we have discussed this is also, this is a TLD badges, thermoluminescence devices that is called, and that has to protect along with you all the time. You have to wear it for for your safety. So you should know, document it properly, and this all I just wanted to skip that. This is there are some what you call organizations which take care of all these things. So for EPR, emergency response systems, there are to keep and use sealed radioactive sources, and to keep and use unsealed radioactive substances, open sources, what we call already told. So if you are using any kind of radiation equipment, you need to maintain a log book for that, date of receival, date of disposal, and there is a procedure to dispose, even maintaining. When you go to the hospitals, biological waste and everything, radioactive waste or whatever it is, so they categorize it, and waste will be perfectly managed. So that records will be perfectly managed by the people, and these are also again very low level management, high level waste management that will be taken care by the professionals. Aqueous, that means these also part I'll skip. Accounting. So if someone is you must be knowing the Delhi incident, so I don't want to talk much about that. And so identify the hazard, who could be harmed, evaluate the risk, and record findings, review and revise. So this is a risk assessment. This is valid for any kind of risk assessment or hazard. So effective dose, annual dose limits, which are International Council for Radiation and Protection, they given the limit. Effective dose is 20 millisieverts per annum for occupational who are working with atomic energy or any other related departments. For public, it should be less than 1, and eye lens, it should be 10. And if it is exposed immediately, if it is more than that, immediately will be shifted to other place. So this is the controlled and supervised. This part I'll skip. Radionuclides, this part I'll skip. Leak testing, if you have a radiation dose meter, leak testing can be done. Even some of the engineering projects, leak detection can be done using these dose meters or GM counters or spectrometers by adding a radioactive dye. So that will be done. So disposal, I discussed all this. Transportation is, there is a special vehicles will be there to take care of the transportation of this material. And for any maintaining of, there is a radiological safety officer is there to maintain all those things. Some accident is happened, immediately it should be informed to the RSO of that particular unit, and then he will take care of all those things. So the applications of these radiation techniques, the radioisotopes maybe or any other things. I'm not discussing about the nuclear energy or power generation part. Only healthcare, this is a diagnosis, and therapy, that is a treatment, sterilization, the equipment, what they are using is sterilized, agriculture, crop improvement, and the plant uptake studies. So this is the several seeds has been, through their research, they developed several seeds for better yield. BRC, agriculture department, they have developed. And food processing, only in Patan, Sangareddy side, there is a food processing unit is there. Unless you irradiate your food, outside countries will not be accepted. So this we need to explore through MSME if someone is interested in the state. Industry and water resources management, which is also can be done. And some of the radioisotopes, for example, americium-241 is a radioisotope which is used as a smoke detector, assessment of petroleum in wells. This is a through logging tools. A borehole is drilled and a sonde is passed into the borehole and detect that. Cesium-137 is the cancer treatment and kind of diagnosis. All these things, cobalt-60, iodine, fluorine, iridium, and all these things. In our daily life, we come across all these radioisotopes, how and where they are used. Okay. Similarly, molybdenum, palladium, strontium, thallium, xenon, all these things. So this is the source is the Nuclear Energy Institute, US. So blood is irradiated. Functioning of heart muscles through several scan procedures is possible. Brachytherapy, some tracer is sent to the lungs and it will be treated. And teletherapy, Bavatran, they have developed these external beam of radiation source space. This I just want to skip this. Scanning, everybody knows MRI, CT scanning, PET scanning, all these things are part of this. So this is a Bavatran developed by this. CT scan, everybody knows. And radiotherapy is used to generate the gamma rays. The surgical instrument sterilization is also used. These are all I just skip because time is very less. Crop varieties developed at our BRC unit, groundnut, pigeon peas, black gram, green gram, rice, and mustard, jute for better yield. So these are some of the applications of our atomic energy industry, water, food, health, environment, natural security, industry, etc. So this is another. This is a whole body radiation, and this is a before irradiation, after irradiation. So the longevity will be much better if the food is irradiated. That may be a meat, fish, or any other things. So these are some of the facilities and radiography testing of aircraft for any defects and the leakages in the dams or any drainages or waste, radiation waste. So that's what I wanted to see is people have some apprehensions about the radiation. So throw out the bad news and take the good news, which is much benefit. I didn't discuss about the nuclear energy part. Just thank you for giving this opportunity for delivering this small talk. Thank you. I just completed my talk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. You are prompt, maintaining the exact time, sir. We are very much thankful to you. And really, sir, yes, it is a need of our topic actually. The global warming is a very dangerous situation now. So we need to take care about radiation. Yes. So you have clearly explained about the problems with the radiation and the remedies, what sort of remedies to be taken care. So thank you for your valuable message, sir. Now, I request Engineer Nalla Krishnudu Garu, so who is going to give his lecture on certified. He is the certified energy auditor, and he is going to give his topic on energy conservation, which will be very much useful to all electrical other engineers also. Generally, it is more required information is required for present situation. I request Engineer Nalla Krishnudu to be ready, and now our Engineer Naka Venumadhavan Garu, the organizing secretary of ABPEVS, will brief about his credentials. Please, over to Naka Venumadhavan Garu. Thank you.
Engineer Nalla Krishnudu Garu. He did BE in mechanical in the field of production and industrial engineering from Andhra University in the year 2000. He did MTech in energy systems engineering from IIT Bombay in 2003. He is IRCA certified lead auditor course in 2012. He is also certified energy auditor by Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Government of India. Earlier, he was a partner in GIF DEC Solutions, formerly Urja Consultancy Services, from 2003 to 2005. Presently, he is proprietor for GIF Tech Solutions since 2005. He conducted over 100 energy audits in various industries. He had also executed energy audits in Tanzania, Kenya, and Thailand. He designed portable dehydration unit based on evaporative principle for dehydration of hydraulic oil. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Venumadhav sir, for briefing about the credentials of Engineer Nalla Krishnudu Garu. So I request Nalla Krishnudu Garu to start his speak on his topic, and I request him to complete his lecture by sharp 4, please. Thank you so much. Over to Nalla Krishnudu Garu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning to everyone. Sorry, I'm actually I'm in Vijayawada. So for any background noises, please excuse me. Hello.
Sir, please, it's okay, please. It is very nice. No, not much disturbances, sir. Please.
Great.
As per your advice, you know, our organizer, I mean, skip the slides accordingly. Please.
Yes. Yeah, even yeah. Actually, I'm in railways, and unfortunately today itself this power outage is there. So a lot of other issues. Yes, sir. So we are going to discuss about energy conservation, what's important, and how a career can be made a energy conservation. So, Venumadhav Garu, how can I change the slide?
No, you just tell, sir. Are you able to see the slides? You're already sharing.
No, yeah, you please stop. I'll do the filling of the slide. Sir? Hello?
Sir. The slides. Is breaking, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I speak on your behalf, Mr. Krishnudu Garu?
Yeah. Please carry on.
Yeah.
Please carry on. I'll add. Yeah.
Yeah. See, the slide shows various forms of energy, primary, secondary, and other forms of energy. Basically, the primary energies are the coal and the hydraulic, nuclear, natural gas, and petroleum. And after the processing, we have the other forms of energy. For example, the coal is converted into steam, and then we have a thermal energy, and then it is converted into electricity. And these secondary energies are the energy which we use in day-to-day life. For example, heating the water in our mess for cooking, and the steam is used in various textile applications, for dyeing and all, and other chemical operations. And electricity is it has become a necessity nowadays. We all know it. Next slide, please. And then we have other thing called commercial and non-commercial energy. The commercial or for which we pay, like electricity, lignite, coal, oil, natural gas, and all. And non-commercial are the traditional for which the firewood, which the tribal people use it, and even many people use in India. Agro waste, then solar energy for water heating, then electricity generation for drying grain, fish, fruit, and various applications for which we don't pay anything to anybody. We get free of cost from the God Sun, but we need not have to pay to anybody. Next slide, please. And then we have renewable and non-renewable. The renewable energy is the one which get replenished within 1 year. Say, for example, we have wind power, biomass, geothermal, solar, hydroelectric, because after every year they get replenished. So every year we get it perpetually. And the non-renewable is a very important thing, like fossil fuels, the nuclear, just before our speaker had told about, and oil and natural gas. These are non-renewable because they had found millions of years back, these oil, gas, coal and oil, and they are not getting replenished every year. Once we consume it, that is end of it. Say, for example, oil and natural gas will last only 60 years with present pattern of consumption. And after 60 years, there won't be any oil or natural gas. That is the end of it. And coal, it may last for 90 years. After that, there won't be any coal. Similarly, for the nuclear, these are the non-renewable. So we have to conserve them so that our future generations will get them at least in small quantity. For example, I started purchasing petrol when it was 7 rupees a liter. Now, it is 105 rupees a liter. And our grandchildren will purchase it maybe 1,000 rupees a liter. So that is a non-renewable energy. Next slide, please. The energy scenario, the global need for energy is increasing 2.4% every year. And total amount of primary energy is about 85%. It comes from fossil fuels. And especially in Telangana, we are having all thermal power plants because we don't have wind. The current consumption of fossil fuels is not sustainable in long term, as I told you. Next slide, please. Then the reserves, as I told you, the coal will last about 113 years, and the oil will last 53 years, natural gas will last 55 years. With consumption pattern, and the consumption pattern is increasing. So recently we read in the papers that the Singareni College is increasing its production. Global versus Indian primary consumption. Details about the global versus Indian: oil, natural gas, coal, nuclear energy, hydropower, and renewable energy. So these are the statistics where we have to improve upon. Next slide, please.
Yeah. Sorry, can I come in?
Yeah, please.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah, audible.
If you observe global scenario, global condition and Indian conditions, we see our renewable and hydro is only 7%. The rest are all fossil fuel consumption. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah, in India, the sector-wise energy consumption is major energy consumption is in industry, where it is 44%. Then comes to transport industry, that's 17% consumption, and the residential and commercial is 14%. Okay, likewise the other agriculture is 7%, and other energy use and all those things are there. So for a nation, we have to ensure our energy security. Currently, India is importing about 80% crude oil requirements, and that can go up to even 90% by 2040. So a lot of emphasis should be made on energy security. Any disruption in energy supplies would be harmful to our country's economic growth, human survival, and well-being. This everyone knows. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. We have seen the energy resources part. That is, the energy resources are not going to long for even a century. And the other part of the energy usage is global warming. We know all the pollutants that gets released into the atmosphere. We are getting the global warming. How it's happening? Next slide, please. Basically, the CO2 that's getting released into atmosphere and the NOx, these are all called greenhouse gases. What will happen without human made emissions? Earlier, solar radiation is coming to the earth, and about 30% of that radiation is scattered back to the space. So, because of the greenhouse gases, by human-made greenhouse gases, this scattering of 30% into the space, emitting back to the space, is getting reduced and remaining into the atmosphere of the earth, because of which the globe temperatures are rising. And the effect of global warming, everyone knows, there's a higher temperature and more heat waves, more droughts and wildfires, and changes in animal migration life cycles, changes in rain and snow patterns. Okay, so these are all the problems associated with energy use. Energy use here in the sense fossil fuel usage. Next slide, please. So, for a nation, what should be an energy strategy? Energy strategy is to reduce the nation's energy requirements, substituting imported oil or gas with domestic alternatives so that you save on forex reserves, diversifying energy supply sources so that again you ensure that at any point of time your industry doesn't go requirement is met, expanding the energy sources and developing alternative energy sources. These are the things that have to be kept in mind for energy security of a country. So energy conservation and its importance. Coal and other fossil fuels, which have taken 3 million years to form, are likely to deplete soon. So in the last 200 years, we have almost consumed 60% of all resources. For sustainable development, we need to adopt energy efficiency measures, and today 85% of energy comes from non-renewables and fossil fuels. So these reserves are continually diminishing with increasing consumption and will not exist for future generations. So what are we going to achieve with energy efficiency? For the long term, yes, we are going to save over the natural resources. For short term, what are we going to gain? For industry, it's going to be reduced energy bills, increase the competitiveness. Because of reduced energy bill, your product pricing also goes down, so you would be more competitive, and increase the productivity, and that is with the same kind of energy consumption levels, you can produce more. So there you can expect increase the productivity, improve quality, and increase the profit. These are all the benefits for industry. As a nation, what can we gain with energy efficiency or energy conservation? Reduce the energy imports, avoided costs can be used for poverty reduction, conservation of limited resources, improved energy security. As a globe, we are going to reduce the GHG emissions, that's the greenhouse gas emissions, and thereby we are going to slow down or arrest the global warming effect. Next slide, please. So with such objectives, Government of India has passed Energy Conservation Act 2001 in Parliament, and based on this, Act, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency is formed on 1st March 2002. The mission of BEE is to assist developing in policies and strategies with the third term self-regulation and market principles, with the primary objective of reducing energy intensity of Indian economy within the overall framework of Energy Conservation Act 2001. Next slide, please. We are going to see what are the salient features of this act. Very important act. So this act gives a legal framework for the government for energy security, and the act also gives says standards and labeling, and this provision, under this provision, minimum energy consumption and performance standards for notified equipment and appliances would be evolved, like fans, ACs, refrigerators, washing machines. Okay, day-to-day life products also, energy consumption and performance standards would be evolved, and prohibit manufacture and sale and import of such equipment which are not conform to the standards, and then introduce a mandatory labeling scheme for notified equipment appliances to enable consumers to make informed choices. Disseminate information on benefits to consumers. So basically, first you give the labels, and then introduce into the market and make awareness into the citizens, and then you make it compulsory to buy energy efficiency products. And then Act also talks about designated consumers. Who are all these designated consumers? Government will notify from time to time who are the designated consumers. At the moment, 11 sectors have been identified for designated consumers, and under these sectors, industries which are consuming about 30,000 MT metric ton oil equivalent or above energy, they are recognized as designated consumers. Certification of energy or energy managers, accreditation of energy and energy auditing firms. The main activities in this regard are a cadre of professionally qualified energy managers and auditors. Can you go back to, yeah. Basically, to create the required skill force, Bureau of Energy Efficiency will train and certify energy managers and auditors, and also firms. Next slide, please. There is energy conservation building codes also comes into the purview of Energy Act, and from time to time the ECBC, it's called ECBC code would be reviewed and revised, and presently it's in 2017 the new code has come. Whatever new buildings come that with above 1000 kVA, 250 kVA commercial buildings have to adhere to the ECBC code in Telangana especially. It depends upon state to state which notifies ECBC that those in those states it will be compulsory. Next slide, please. Next. Yeah. So BA is enabling the energy. This earlier we have designated consumers are identified by BE, and the Act says designated consumers have to conduct mandatory energy audit for every 3 years. Okay, and then these designated consumers will be given a target energy targets to achieve. If they achieve those targets, and if they achieve over more than the target, then they will be given some certificate. If they don't achieve the target, then they will be penalized. Such mechanism is brought into the market by BE, and for that, to carry for these designated consumers, it is mandatory to have a designated energy manager for the firm, for the factory. Okay, and it is mandatory to carry energy audit. So what is energy management? Energy management is judicious and effective use of energy to maximize profit and enhance competitive position. Likewise, other definitions also there. Okay, and in energy audit we conduct. There are two types of energy audit: preliminary energy audit and detailed energy audit. In preliminary energy audit, one will walk through, or it is also called walkthrough audit, where auditors will go through the plant and establish energy consumption in the organization, estimate the scope for savings, identify likely areas where energy would be saved. So basically, it's a glance through like audit, where you can say, yes, this factory has very good saving potential, and we can go for a detailed energy audit. In detailed energy audit, what is done is every process or energy intensive equipment are studied in detail, and then specific recommendations are made with what is the energy saving potential, what will be the monetary saving potential, and what should be the investment, what would be the investment required, how much payback it like all the details will be given in energy detailed energy audit. We can go back. Yeah. Further, the detailed energy audit offers most accurate estimate of energy savings and cost. It considers the interactive effects of all projects, accounts for energy use of all major equipment, and includes detailed energy cost saving calculations and project costs. In a comprehensive audit, one of the key elements is energy balance. So basically, for energy conservation, energy saving potential, you need to know where are you consuming, how much you are consuming. And next slide, please. And you cannot come to know the saving potential without energy and mass balancing. Energy balance doesn't go alone.
Sir, audio is not coming.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, now it is audible, sir.
Yes, sir. So, for in energy audit, detailed energy audit, energy saving potential we will find out, and for finding out energy saving potential, you need to carry energy balance, and energy balance cannot be done alone without mass balance. So, for a fruitful energy audit, energy and mass balancing is compulsory. Here we see typical energy and mass balance of a sugar plant, where sugar is crushed and then the bagasse is fed to the boiler for power generation, steam generation, and the juice goes to the different juice heaters, and in different juice heaters, different temperature levels are raised, and then it goes to a clarifier, and from there the clarified juice goes to the multiple effect evaporator, and from multiple effect evaporator, again the water from the juice is evaporated, and that syrup, that's a concentrated juice, is called syrup. Syrup is fed to pan, where again crystallization takes place, and along with the evaporation, and then those crystallized sugars are separated from molasses by centrifuges, and from centrifuge the sugar made is dried and sent for packing. So this is a process flow. Here we have to consider the how much quantities are moving, what are the temperature variations or pressure variations, how much vacuum is applied. These are all parameters we have to consider. Then only we can complete the mass balancing and then energy balance. We will see the typical executive summary of a sugar plant. Here we have what are the energy conservation recommendations. Okay, we segregate them into no or low cost measures, and then medium cost measures, then high cost measures. Here, first recommendation is star connection of underloaded motors, where your motors are operating below 50% load. Then change the connection settings to star to delta, then your effective loading will improve, and then effective rating of the motor gets derated, and loading will improve. Here the savings is about 15 lakhs. And then second recommendation is optimizing operation of service water pumps through multiple pumps level controller. Basically in sugar plant, always they keep overhead tanks full, and the water keeps on overflowing. To avoid overflowing, we have recommended multiple level controller. There the savings is 2 lakhs. And the third option is, these are with investment of very low investment or very immediate payback period. Okay. The third one is optimizing condenser. Yeah. Optimizing condenser cooling water system for cogeneration plant. Here, again with VFD, by varying the speed of the pump. Here the savings is 3.46 lakhs, and there is no investment is required. Okay, and likewise, next slide please. In moderate cost measures, steam generation by installing a WHR waste heat recovery boiler for sulfur furnace, it requires, the saving potential is about 10 lakhs. Okay, and the investment is 12 lakhs. Here, if you see, investment is slightly higher, so it has come to moderate cost measure. Okay, and optimizing boiler feed water pumps, again investment savings is about 14.7 lakhs, and the investment is 10 lakhs. Variable speed drive for SF fan, savings is 22 lakhs, and investment is 45 lakhs. So likewise, moderate investment. And then high cost measures, bagasse drying through vapor heat recovery from here, the savings potential is huge. That's 3 crore 67 lakhs, but the investment is also huge, about 7 crores. Likewise, the audit output would be these recommendations, where the factory people will know where is the potential, what is the potential, how much money they have to invest to gain that savings, and how much within how much time that investment would pay back. Next slide please. Likewise, here is the executive summary of FMCG energy audit. Here, the first recommendation is optimize the reactive power of the plant. Actually, this is not energy conservation measure, but energy cost reduction measure, because optimizing the reactive power, they to save any energy, but their billing is going to be reduced. Here the saving potential is 32 lakhs, and investment is about 5 lakhs only. And the second recommendation is segregate compressed air networks based on pressure, and the saving potential is 43 lakhs. Investment is 20 lakhs required. 6 months, within 6 months it will pay back. The third recommendation is optimize number of pumps for air compressors, where they are operating 3 pumps, but the requirement can be fulfilled by only 1 pump. So by optimizing here, they can save 23 lakhs without any investment. The fourth one is install VFD for compressed cooling water pump. Again here 2.2 lakhs is a saving potential, but investment is 4 lakhs. Likewise, we give the recommendations, and that would be the outcome of energy audit. Once energy audit is done, with these recommendations, factory people can take a decision to where to put their money and get the savings. Okay, so this is how presently the in factory industry the energy conservation activity is going on. And later on, if the client wants in help in implementation, then also there are agencies. If they cannot invest in, if they don't have money to invest in those energy conservation projects, there are ESCOs, that's energy service companies. They can invest in the on behalf of the client and with the shared saving model. Okay, that's all. I'm closing here. Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir, for your immense.
Sorry, and sorry for the timing and the noises.
Okay. It happens, because the technological issues are there. Yeah. So naturally, so we are you are on travel now, so naturally, yes, but still you have managed. Thank you so much, and
thank you, sir.
So even Varam Ravinder Gar also you had taken care of.
Thanks, sir. Ravinder sir, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Can I add one point here, sir, regarding energy audit done?
Next speaker is ready.
The only one second.
Yeah, please go ahead.
He did an energy audit in Varna Milk Dairy, where he had recommended savings of almost 4 crores rupees per year.
4 crores per year.
4 crores per year. That is equivalent to planting 64,000 trees, because each megawatt saved is 3 tons of carbon dioxide is saved, and 16 kgs of SO2 and 8 kgs of NOx, and water, almost 7 cubic meter of water is saved. And this energy saved 1 megawatt is equivalent to giving the electricity to 25 villages in India.
Great.
This is only one example. Like that, he did many things.
Fortunately, chairman was ex-minister, and they have implemented within 4 months. Thank you.
Appreciation, sir. It is a great thing you have done, and very privileged, because such necessity is there for the society and the globe, because now is the global warming is a big problem. You have clearly talked about the effects of global warming also, and you have clearly listed out how to maintain the strategy to save the energy, because it is the need of the hour, in fact. So that's why we have chosen once Vanam Ravinder Garu had suggested your name. So we have included, otherwise we got around 8 faculty list, in fact. So we have included your name, because students in the fraternity and everybody should know about this situation, about the global problem what we are facing now. So this is at least to some people, if we enlighten that, that would be like anything. So as Ravinder Garu is you were, because of your energy audit, 4 crores per year it is saving, is a very good saving. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable lecture.
Thank you all the organizers and Ravinder Garu.
Thank you so much, sir. So now I request Swargam Rajesham Garu. He is the IIIT professor, retired from Basar, and he is having very great credentials with him. It will be very privileged, and students should be benefited with his lecture, because he is so experienced faculty, and done his PhD, PG in IIIT, IIT Madras. I request now Naka Venumadhavan Garu, our organizing secretary, to present his credentials, and then his lecture will start, please. Thank you so much. Over to Naka Venumadhavan Garu. Thank you.
Dr. Swargam Rajesham Garu. He did his BE from Usmania University in the year 1966 and MTech from REC Warangal in 1969 and PhD from IIT Madras in 1981 in mechanical engineering, and held academic positions at IIT Madras during 1968 to 85. He served at University of Technology, Malaysia as assistant professor during 1985 to 1997 and thereafter held senior academic positions as professor, dean, and principal in the engineering colleges affiliated to University of Madras and JNTU Hyderabad, before taking up of the position as professor at IIIT Basara in 2016. In 1980, he was short-term expert under Colombo Plan in Sri Lanka. In 1980, he did postdoctoral fellow at the University of Belgium. In 1988, he did fellowship at Kassel University, Germany. He received the 1994 USA Education Foundation Award. He worked as retainer consultant under IC&SR Center of IIT Madras during his tenure. He contributed to the study of new emerging technologies to be used across Malaysia. Dr. Rajesh Angaru has published, presented over 90 technical papers in national and international conferences and journals. He has been awarded the 2015 IIM Binani Gold Medal as the co-author of the technical papers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Your credentials, once we learned, no, it is a so very big experience. Very namaskaram, sir. Thank you so much, Swargam Rajesham Garu, for accepting our invitation to present your lecture on quality to improve products and processes. Thank you so much. Please kindly start your lecture, sir. Thank you. And one more thing, sir, you have been made co-host now. You can present your slides from your end only.
Yes, I can present. I have my own.
So you can
I can.
Slides, sir. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because you have been made co-host also now.
Yes, yes.
Please, thank you.
Quality.
Just a minute, just connect this presentation.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So thank you, sir. President Akila Bharata Padmashali Engineers Vibhag Sangam, President Putta Pandrange Garu. Thank you very much for. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Very clear, sir. Your audio is clear. Your presentation is clear. Your video is also very much clear. Please go ahead.
Very well. Thank you very much. Thanks for the invitation to share my experience on a topic that is design of experiments using Taguchi approach. So this is to improve quality in products and processes. It may be any product. Yes. So this few slides I'm sharing with the corporation with whom I'm working closely. Yes, I'm talking about the quality. This is about the history of the quality activities. It started with the acceptance sampling way back in 1910. And we have design of experiments here, 1930, statistical quality control, then zero defects we talk about. Zero defects. Then we have today the buzzword is Six Sigma. If you have your sight, you are blessed. If you have an insight, you are 1,000 times blessed. This is not necessary. Yes. I'm going to talk about a quality improvement technique that was developed by Junichi Taguchi. If Japan is known for quality, it is because of him. After the World War II, made in Japan means junk. And for the quality of Japanese products, Dr. Taguchi has made a tremendous impact. He was born in a textile town in Japan in the year 1924. He was educated. He studied in textile engineering. So that is the connection. So it is so much so closer to our community. He worked with electronic communication laboratory. His major contribution has been design of experiments. It all started with Fisher, who is well known as a quality guru in England way back in 1920s. It happened in agriculture. He wanted to find out how much of rain, sunshine, fertilizer, and water would produce the best crop. So he developed a statistical technique known as design of experiments, DOE. He studied effects of multiple variables simultaneously. I'm glad my previous speakers spoke about optimization. Dr. Ramesh Babu Garu talked about optimization, and just in the energy conversation, the speaker spoke of optimization. This technique is an optimization technique. He started his work in early 40s, joined ECA Electronic Communication Laboratory. His research was focused mainly on combining engineering and statistical methods to improve cost and quality, improve the quality and reduce the cost. So we were taught on manufacturing technology by Hauser. There's a graph that shows if you want to improve the quality, then cost increases exponentially. It is no more true. So improve the quality and reduce the cost. So he first entered into USA in the year 1980. Nobody knew him when he just entered. But in the year 1982, the Ford company organized workshops, and he decreed that every employee must attend his lectures. Therefrom, he was well known in America. Most major manufacturing companies use this technique to improve quality of products and process. The philosophy is build quality into the product, don't inspect. You build the quality when it is made. I have a very good example of dyeing process in our textile until they get good quality of color. So much of water effluents are wasted. About 200 tons of effluents are created due to re-dyeing process. And this targeted technique can be used in the dyeing process so that re-dyeing can be eliminated. Yes. That means do it First, return on investment is higher at the design stage. The best way is to build quality into the design. Do it in the design. Design the quality in the product or process does not replace quality activities in production. So actually the main idea is it reduces the scrap, rework, warranty cost. That's how the costs will be reduced. So build the quality and eliminate all these scrap, rework, and warranty cost. So I was very much impressed by one ad in Chandana Brothers about 20 years ago. There was an ad in Deccan Chronicle says, Japanese quality at Chinese cost. See that? Japanese quality at the Chinese cost. Interestingly, I am into this Tauchi technique since 1995. I got a project from European Union that is to make high precision bores at low cost. How to do that? We had to use this design of experiments. That time, Dr. R.K. Roy, he developed a software for this. I bought the software from him for $1,100 US. That's how he came to know about me, and he never left me. I'm still in contact with Dr. R.K. Roy. He's a full-time, now he's retired. He was a full-time consultant, trained hundreds of people in USA. Player Institute, SI, of that company. Interestingly, I have some direct connection with this institute. And his chief executive officer, Subir Chaudhary, both came to Tiruvannamalai for an international conference which I asked Tauchi Institute. In my several of research projects, 3 of my PhD candidates used in JNTU when he was with me for a week in 2003, and I organized a 4-day workshop in JNTU with 20 participants. They were all random.
Audible, please.
Setapati Balakrishnan garu, some technical issue is, audio gone. Even presentation is also not available.
I think we lost the connection from him, sir. And he is online, but
yes. Suddenly, your logo appeared.
Yeah, your voice is clear, sir, now.
Okay, okay.
Can you share your screen again, sir?
Yes. Okay.
It's there now, it's coming.
Yes. See,
Yes.
the cost of quality extends far beyond rejection at the production. Lack of quality causes a loss to the society. So he has introduced a concept known as a loss function, a formula to quantify the amount of loss based on the deviation from the target of performance. See, this is the target and you are at this. So if there is a deviation, the square of the deviation, the cost, the constant depends upon the organization. So loss he could calculate if your quality is not at the target, it is deviating from the target, it is proportional to the square of the deviation from the target. That's how you quantified the loss of due to quality not being at the target. So that is really his contribution. What is important is quality. When we talk about, there must be consistency of quality. Always, it is something like that. We eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. The taste is same everywhere when you eat in Malaysia or America or here. The taste is same. That is the consistency in quality. So quality may be viewed in terms of consistency of performance. To be consistent is be like the good ones all the time. So reduce variation around the target. Quality of performance can be measured in terms of variation around the target. This I will explain with a very good, beautiful slide. See that? So this is the normal distribution. This is another one. So your performance is like this now. This is the population distribution. The average of that is this, but your target is here. You are away from the target. Yeah, you are away from the target. So here that M is equal to, that is the difference. Okay. So reduce the deviation from the target. And there is a variation. You see the variation, you see variation of this sigma, here variation of this other one sigma. So sigma here is less here, variation is less. So what we want is reduce the variation around the target, reduce the variation. You see there's a peak is there and reduce the deviation from the target. You bring that Y average to Y naught. So that is the effort that has to be made to improve the quality. See that it is something like that. So now you see here, so it is within the limits, but whereas here it is at the target. So if no doubt it is within the limit, the distribution is like this. Okay, but here it is precisely at the target. Like in cricket, when you throw the ball, it hits the wicket. So that it's like that. You should be always at here. So that is the distribution we want to express. We talk about Six Sigma. You like to have the bulk of the product quality to be around the target. That is the thing. So these are the various steps where I just want to talk. Yes. See, he made considerable effort to simplify the method of application of the technique, that is statistical technique, and analysis of that, the results, which I am going to show you. See here, the parameter design. Taguchi approach generally refers to the parameter design phase of three quality engineering activities: system design, parameter design, and tolerance design. So proposed by Taguchi, it is offline quality control. Just now I said quality loss function, and there is so-called signal to noise ratio also is it, and reduce variability as a measure of quality. Now you see, I will just give you one example how it works. An experimental strategy that determine the solution with the minimum effort, determine the recipe for baking the best pound cake with 5 ingredients, and with the option to make high and low values of it. Suppose we have got here 5 ingredients: sugar, flour, egg, butter, and the milk. There are 5 ingredients here to make a cake. This is just an example. So each at 2 levels, if you take something like this, level 1, 3x, level 2. So you have got 6 butter, like that, 2 different levels, for example. If you take at 2 different levels,
The audio is not coming, sir. Presentation is rightly there.
the total combinations are going to be 32, 2 to the power of.
Sir, we lost his connection. So another 5 minutes to go.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir,
this is the
point, sir. Yes.
Yes. It's not changing. Yes. Yes, if there are 3 factors each, but Tauchi tells only 4 combinations. If there are 7 parameters, 7 ingredients, or 7 factors, you need to have 128 combinations. But Tauchi experimental design requires only 8 combinations from which you can get the best quality. If there are 15 parameters each at 2 levels, and there are over 20,000 parameters, but he gives an experimental plan involving only 16 experiments from which you can get the optimized combination of the parameter that gets you the best quality. So today, if this is Covaxin or Covishield is made, there the design of experiment is used. And Tauchi, he was instrumental in the production of penicillin in the year 1950 using the design of experiments. So yes, so there is experimental efficiency, easy application, analysis. So here it's okay. What I want to say is I have a software in which I have used our dyeing method, which I would like to share with you. Very, very simple. Suresh, this is overcome this.
Sir, ఇంకో 5 minutes లో క్లోజ్ చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేయండి సార్. Sir, are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes,
Yes, some noise disturbance is coming, sir. Anyways, thank you so much, sir, for your valuable lecture on production topic and quality of to improve the products and its processes. Dr. Swargam Rajesham Garu and he is a PhD IIT Madras, had given an elaborative lecture on with zero defects how to produce a product and its processes. So his thought of the day was excellent, sir. Very motivational, and I'm blessing you have given very good thought of the day. And you have referred about Genichi Taguchi, Japan. So his ideology about the production that also you have given very nice presentation, sir. And one point you have raised about Chandana Brothers advertisement, like advertisement you have mentioned, like the Japanese quality at the Chinese cost. So that indicates the cost of the Chinese product, how it will be so cheaper, and the Japanese, how they maintain the quality. So that you have enlightened very nicely. And last function formula also you have given very nicely, sir. So about the example of experiment factors and their levels also was nice. It will be very much useful for the enthusiasts who wanted to establish a production unit for their products. They can utilize this thing anyway. So this YouTube recording is available in the YouTube channel of our Engineers Vibhaga Sangam, and anybody can view it later. Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. So now another lecture by GP Sai Kumaran Garu is there. He is all the way from Madras, Chennai. He is giving his presentation. Thank you so much, sir, for being so much of time you are available with us. Thank you very much.
Sir.
And I request now.
Are you able to hear, sir?
We are very much able to hear, sir. Your audible is very much good audible is going on. And I request our organizing secretary, Engineer Nakka Venumadhan Garu, to give your credentials, sir.
Sir, are you able to hear?
Yeah, we are able to hear you, sir. We are able to hear you. And for just a minute, our organizing secretary Nakka Venumadhan Garu, tell about your credentials, please. Then you can start your lecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Engineer GP Kumaran Garu did Bachelor of Engineering, MSc, and MPhil. He had served Indian Air Force on Special Combat Mission Mirage 2000 Avionics. Later joined Regional Manager Poon Vairi Corp along with guest lecture from IGNO since 1998. Then joined in Telecom DOT, which is BSNL now, and served as Assistant Director Recruitment by conducting various types of exams in different models. He has sound knowledge on recruitment training and psycho tests for students. He has been giving lectures to students on various platforms and trying to help them to improve their skills. In the year 2020, he took VRS from BSNL as Assistant Director. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. On the outset, I sincerely thank you, the All India President, Engineers Vibhaga Sangh, as well as the team members, Venu sir, and other Sethupathi Balakrishnan, and other all the faculties, Yanthro Magan Malabar, Andhrakku, Namaskaram. Now, let us start with the career guidance with respect to psychology. This is with my experience, I am telling. I have got more than about 15 years of experience in defense, as well as in recruitment of DOT, Department of Telecommunications. We have basically devised a standard curriculum or straits to find out the basic qualities of the individuals, especially students, new recruits. Normally, any students or any person generally will have 6 basic traits or attitudes, qualities. Now, the 6 basic attributes, everybody will have 6 basic attributes, but some of the quality will be more, maybe 80%, some of the qualities will be 30%, some of the qualities may be 20%. According to the qualities which they are having more skill set, that particular quality suitable to the job only, they will be most beneficial, as well as they can build up a successful career. Otherwise, they may not get a successful career. Hence, it is most important for every student to analyze themselves. What are the basic qualities they are having? The basic qualities are divided into 6 attitudes. Next one. It is an acronym called as I for investigative. Investigative personalities are, some persons will have more investigative personality, maybe 60%. Some persons A for artistic. Some persons may have only 20% artistic, or some persons may have 30%, 60% of artistic. Artistic means it is a creative nature. The artistic means it is something like creative nature. Maybe a painting, maybe a music composer, architecture, drawings, something like that. So artistic means it is a creative nature. Same way, investigative means something inquisitive. They always thought process is more for them in investigative attitude people. Same way for conventional. Conventional peoples are more organized people. They will always organize their chairs, tables, books, materials, everything. The carrier, everything. C for conventional. E for enterprising. Enterprising persons are always most arguable as well as they are, negotiable. They are confident negotiator. Those who are expert in enterprising, E skills they are having, they will be best. They will be best arguer. They will be always arguing as well as they will be convincing others to go for enterprising their attitude on it. Same way, yes for social. Social means they will be able to freely mingle up with any person, any country, any situation. They will be adaptable to the situation. That is called yes for social. R for realistic. Realistic people are always do it and learning. They will be always able to learn only from doing and learning. So these are all mostly mechanical jobs. Those who are studying for mechanical job, they should be having more realistic skills. So like this, we are basically divided 6 skill sets for or 6 attitudes for every person. Every person, the same thing we are having in a hexagram pattern: investigative, artistic, conventional, enterprising, social, realistic. Investigative means always thought process is more for them. They'll be always thinking more. Artistic means creative personality. Conventional means organizing personality. They'll be always organizing the things neat and clean, tied. Those things are conventional. Enterprising means they are always able to convince, persuader. They are always persuader. They'll be able to convince others. Same way, social means they'll be able to mingle up with everybody, freely talking, freely orator, or maybe mingling up with any function, event managers. Those are called as social people. Realistic people are always doing it and learning. Doer, they are always do it and then learning. That is called a realistic people. Next. That is what mentioned in the slides. You can, by the slides itself, you can come to know those who are previous investigative. They are more thinking process, inquisitive process, always asking questions about how it is there, what is there. The thinking process is more like maths and science, who are good at, they will always have investigative things. Same way in computer, those who are programmers, definitely they will have more thinking process, then only they can be a successful programmer. Same way, books lover, they will be having more thinking process. Books writer, they will be having more thinking process. A book writer should have more quality on artistic as well as in the thinking process, investigative. So like this, artistic means able to write good handwriting or story, maybe articles. All these things are coming under artistic. Same way, acting, painting, playing a new music. They are creative nature. They are always a creative nature. So these creative nature will be helpful for certain types of jobs, especially for architecture. Architecture means they have to design a beautiful building along with various metrics for the building, safety of the building. So artistic people definitely will be more suitable for architecture and things like that. And same way, even in computers also, more artistic people are required in computers and doctors. These fields are more artistic skilled people are required. Same way we have got an organizer. That is means conventional people. The conventional people, those who are having more conventional qualities, are called as organizers. They'll be putting the things neat, managing the time, setting the goals, putting the things in order. All these things are coming under conventional pattern. The conventional patterns are always good for a steady flow of, especially in state government, UPSC or state government exams. All these people can write. Those who are having more skills on conventional, they can definitely meet success on this UPSC examination and state board examinations. All these things they can definitely success. So organizers, that is called conventional. Next. Enterprising skills, those who are having more means they are able to persuade. They are able to persuade the things. They are able to convince the other people. Those people are called enterprising. Though having skills, enterprising skills, they can go for marketing. Those who are marketing and sales team definitely should have more enterprising skills. That means they will be able to convince others that product is best. They are able to convince others, and while talking, while certain behaviors. These behaviors are more important as called as persuader. They will be able to persuade others for achieving the target. They enjoy the adventure. They speak in front of the groups of people freely. Immediately they will be able to speak. Those people, those qualities are called persuader, and the persuader qualities having people are called as enterprising skills. Next one. Same way, lastly, social. Social people are very good at making friends, making across the globe or across the office or across the home, even in home environment also, they can immediately able to mingle up with people. The social people are having main quality is helping others. Immediately they'll be able to help others. Those qualities are most important, especially those who are taking in social science, coming as public relations officer or coming as enterprising works. Those people who are in the forefront, definitely they should have a social skills more, so that they are always able to help others. These qualities are most important. So normally, these social nature people are very able to easily mingle up. So whenever we recruit a people, according to their ability, if they are having more social nature, definitely we'll put in front, like customer service center, immediately talking with customers, like a complaint registration center. Those places we will put the students. Definitely they will get success. They will bring laurels to the organizing also. Next one, sir. Lastly, we call as realistic people. Realistic people are always understand the ground real situation. They will be able to see the things. They will be able to do the things. They will be able to smell. They will be able to, by touching the hand, everything only, they will be able to do the, realize the things. Those people are called as doing things and learning. Those people are called as doing things and learning. These people are having realistic skills or nature. Suppose for an example, a person is having 20% of realistic skill, 80% of enterprising skill, and 20% of creative skill. Definitely, those people are good for marketing because they are having more persuading skill. Hence, they can those students can go for MBA marketing, MBA sales, like those things they can definitely opt for. So these identifying the skills at the age of 9th standard itself is most important. I would like to request all the people, those who are watching this, this program, their parents as well as the students. I would request first you analyze yourself on which basic skills you are having more, which basic skills you are having less. First point. Second point is you must always listen. What is your ambition? What is your ambition, and from where you are here? So you should bridge the gap between your realistic thing and your ambition job. your ambition job should be always fulfilled by the improving the skills which you are having. These 6 skills. Out of the 6 skills, definitely you can improve according to the job you desire. These things are normally important, especially in challenges in IT, and nowadays in IT sector and computer science group are having more challenges. Those people are having definitely require more skills, especially creative nature and enterprising nature. Creative nature and enterprising nature, those students are very good at computer science, because nowadays automation of code has come, automation of testing has come, automation of banking and insurance procedures have come, cloud servicing procedures has come for software. In this situation, it's very difficult. IT companies are reducing manpower for normal programmer, for normal testing, for normal automation of banking, and things like that is slowly converting. Hence, it is imperative, it is mandatory for all our students, and especially even for middle management career also, they should always check what is their skill sets. Out of the 6 skills, how much they are having, which are the skills they are having, what is the percentage, how to improve them, all these things. That is the important outlook which I am trying to tell you. Next one, sir. Yeah. And in this important point, I like to touch one other opportunities also, which is lucrative career, especially in after COVID 2021, COVID pandemic. These 4 jobs in IT field definitely will flourish. Others will be very less, especially app development for iOS, app development for Android. Same way, cracking security. I mean, cyber certified crime courses. There is a national body is available, cyber certified crime courses. They are always available in the website. And kindly, I ask all our computer science students at least to finish 1 or 2 certificate courses, especially with certified crime, cyber crime courses. The third one is called analytics and data science. Analytics and data science are more required, especially they should have some statistics idea, statistics skills also, recording presentation, things like that. So analytics and data science is a third most important 2021 career. Last one is called ERP, or it is also called as SAP. SAP is all over the world, and ERP, various software. SAP is one of the ERP software. There are various ERP softwares available in the world. Same Ramco Cements also having their own ERP. TVS is having their own ERP. SAP is one of the ERP, well-known ERP. These SAP ERP courses, most certified courses definitely will be very useful. Any organization without SAP, I mean ERP business, they cannot run the company very well. So hence, those who are interested in the students, especially this 2021, kindly look at this any of the 4 area, and accordingly they should prepare some 1 or at least 2 certificates in any one of the field. Definitely that will fetch them a good career in IT or computer science. Next one. Lastly, the higher studies. Higher studies, those who are interested, there are many people are thinking that higher studies is very difficult. Higher studies require IELTS test. Higher studies require GRE, GMAT. There are many countries which is not required IELTS test, and many countries which are not required GRE, GMAT. But at the same time, it is always to have a better score in GRE or GMAT. Definitely, our students are always very good, and definitely they can achieve very success in their career, provided they are having a good GRE or GMAT score. You can improve your skills by second sitting. Definitely, you can improve your scores in GMAT above 600, maybe in GRE above 330 or something like that. That will fetch you good colleges, and that good colleges courses definitely will fetch you a good career opportunity in the foreign land itself. You need not to come back. Hence, I request those who are trying for a higher studies, plan yourself which are the courses I am required, which are the country I have to choose, what is the tuition fees for that country, for that university, whether there is a lesser fees are available in the university, especially in German. There are two types categories are in German countries available. One is state-owned university, another is private universities. In German, there are two types of universities. State-owned universities are having almost nil or negligible tuition fees. So it is up to us, for us to have a research on different types of universities available in Germany, especially state university, as well as private university. So we can confirm and we can categorize which is the best university according to tuition fees, according to the living standard. Germany, France, these are all required their own language skills, at least the minimum bearable level. So in France also, there are many state universities which is offering very less tuition fees. Provided France universities are requiring at least basic level, preliminary level, French level courses. Same way, Germany is also required French level, basic level German language courses. Apart from that, there are other universities, there are other countries which is having standard English as a national language or teaching language, like Netherlands, Ireland, maybe USA, Canada, Australia, many are there. It is only for us, what is the tuition fees in that country, what is the living expenditure in that country, all those things we have to take a research report and we have to consult which is suitable to us. All these things we have to see, and accordingly we have to have a better country, better tuition fees, better opportunity in the foreign country. So anybody who are really interested in about foreign careers, I mean abroad studies and other thing, it is a lengthy subject. It may not be possible for me to stop in the small period of time to explain many of the things. I have already shared my email as well as my things. And now the third one is more careers in abroad. You need not to be an engineer. Many of the people need not to be an engineer. Those who are having BA or other studies also, they can have a better career in abroad, especially tourism and travel industry. There are many people are tourism and travel industry, a simple diploma or maybe a postgraduate diploma, front office managers or things like that. Definitely you will be accommodated in the tourism and travel industry. Most of people are required, intercultural relations food, international foods are required in most of the places. So tourism and travel industry is one of the best industry. Those who are not non-engineering graduates also can go approach this tourism and travel industry. Second one is foods and agriculture, like Kenya, Poland, and other Slovenia. These countries are having agricultural shortage manpower. Agricultural is more in that country, whereas agriculture manpower is acute shortage is available. So really those who are interested, diploma in agricultural, postgraduate diploma in agriculture, horticultural, those who have finished can try for foods and agricultural sector in abroad. The third one is IT, computer, accounts professional, especially the ACCP one program is the accounting professional, international accounting procedure, those certificate courses, international accounting procedure certified and IMA certified procedure, computers, normal computer courses, especially app development, computer, acute shortage in most of the European countries nowadays. Acute shortage in app development professionals. So IT and computer people who are good at app development can try for European countries for app development professionals job. The third one is, fourth one is language translation. The translation is also most important one. And many people can definitely achieve translation job. So I feel everybody, those who are good in at other languages, maybe French, maybe German, maybe Japan, maybe Chinese, or any one of the other language, they should be able to convert into either Tamil or English. Those language translation job is most wanted, especially Korean, Southeast nations. Anything question over, sir?
Sir, Setupati, anybody have, sent their questions through the chat box?
So not received any questions.
I have already sent my one question paper, questionnaire. Actually, I have sent you one questionnaire, one single page questionnaire to our, Venu Madhavan sir. You can all the students, those who have participated in this, can freely use that questionnaire and fill up that only yes or no you have to fill up. Those, if you fill up that 42 questions spontaneously, I can tell you which of the qualities you are having more, what is the percentage, what are the jobs suitable for you, how you can improve other skills, what is your desired skill, what is your things, everything I can, most probably I can devote my third Sunday of the every month, and you can use my Sai Kumaran at protonmail.com and welcome. This is the questionnaire I have already given. This questionnaire, you kindly write your name and email. Email is most important because most of the time I will be able to send it through email. Around 42 questions are available. These questions are set according to your career, according to your attributes. It is psychologically tested questionnaire. So these questions only you have to put yes or no, Y or N only. If you are putting Y or N and afterwards compiling, I can put it in the OMR table. Once in the OMR table, whatever the readings are coming, I can share it with you, the particular person. You are having investigative skill, 30%. You are having artistic skill, 20%. You are having realistic skill, 25%. You are having 50% in conventional skill, like that. Accordingly, these skills are you are having, so you are better suitable for this job. Like that, we can definitely tell from the 9th standard. These questions has to be replaced by another question every 6 months once, so that students can definitely improve their skills. From after every 6 months, they can improve. This is my desire. So I have to improve this particular skill more. Like that, they can improve and they can get success in their career. So this personality, many people are telling what is the communication skill, what is the writing skill, what is the business writing skill. There are so many personality development skill sets are available. But before going to all these personality development skills, first we have to understand what is the inherent ability which I am having out of this particular 6 qualities. That is the most important thing. Once we complete this basic questionnaire, then only we can go for improving the handwriting, improving the communication skill, or improving social, improving the artistic skill. Anything we can, later on only we can improve. So hence I request to all the people, those who are from 9th standard itself, kindly take this questionnaire, print it, fill up yes or no spontaneously, so that we can come to know what is your qualities, and I'll be able to reply on the mail itself. Kindly use mail. Definitely, I'll be able to reply. Third Sunday, I am every third Sunday I will be exclusively devoting for career. Anybody can approach me on third Sunday. Every month, the third Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Yes, maybe the time is very less. And lastly, my earbud has gone battery out. That is why it is very dear.
Still,
it was only for 3 hours the earbud was lasting. So in between my time was lost. Hence, that the earbud has lost charges. So I was speaking through this alternative mic.
Yes.
That is last hitch up has come technically.
Yeah, sir.
Anyway, I convey my regards to President Sir, Venugopal, and other Setupati Balakrishnan, all Antro Mahanubavalu unnaru. Antariki namaskaram vantanalu.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
You have covered, your given time, you have perfectly maintained. Thank you so much, because your topic was really very much needed for the budding people, all, not only engineers, any unemployed youth. It will be so much useful, because the personality development and career guidance is communicative skills are very much important. With your vast experience of 15 years of defense service and very much good qualified personality like you, have covered this topic very nicely, and you have rightly highlighted the abilities of people, how like innovative, investigative nature, artistic, conventional, enterprising, social, and realistic. These six categories, these are six type of attitudes, skill sets. We decide the candidate which path, which career they have to select. So that you have perfectly covered, sir. The selection of jobs based on their attitude and skill sets will definitely be helpful to establish their careers. The topic you have very much nicely you have covered, so that will be very much useful to our people. And you have enlightened the new careers, abroad, were also enlightened by the speaker. Thank you so much, sir. ABPEVS feels very happy that our participants will be benefited with all the lectures given by our six speakers. They have covered on time and perfectly. We have given really very less time. Actually, we thought of fixing up of 3 or 4 faculties only, but because so many nominations we have received by the members and the faculty members who have. So we have tried to accommodate within short half of an hour time, like that we have accommodated. So very nice of thank you so much for all the speakers who have covered very nicely, sir. In fact, today this virtual seminar has been proposed to be conducted. Every year physically we used to do in Padmashali Bhavan our Engineers Day celebration actually. So on this, our another valedictory chief guest is available, sir. Actually, he tried to join online but could not get the connection because of some technical issues. So I requested him to give like his video call so that he will give his message to our people, young people and our members and all because so many people are watching through WhatsApp, YouTube channel also now. So actually, before his speech, I want to take 2-3 minutes time about our ABPEVS, what our ABPEVS is doing so far. Okay. So first of all, Jai Markandeya, Jai Padmashali, sir. Good evening to all the participants and a very happy Engineers Day. Everybody knows that the virtual seminar we generally conduct on the eve of Engineers Day. So today, Anumala Balakishan Garu was the chief guest for the inaugural session, sir. So 1 second, sir. But he was the chief guest for inaugural session, and Sangam Chandramouli Garu, he is the chief guest for the valedictory ceremony. And today the speakers Dasari Murali Garu and Dr. Ramesh Babu Garu, Engineer Nalla Krishnudu Garu, Dr. Swargam Rajesham Garu, Engineer GP Sai Kumaran Garu. So we convey our sincere thanks to all the speakers who have given excellent presentation of their fields, departments, and we hope that our people have been benefited with that. So, and the accomplished engineers, my engineer members and their family, my Padmashali elders, brothers, sisters, and all the enrolled students and the viewers who are watching the program live through our YouTube channels. I welcome you all for this wonderful evening for this virtual seminar. I feel immense pleasure to address now on this occasion in front of the distinguished guests and expert speakers. Firstly, as you all know, now we have gathered here to participate in the virtual seminar on the eve of Engineers Day, generally celebrated on the birth anniversary day of our great engineer, Sir Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya Garu, the Bharat Ratna. As we celebrate the Engineers Day every year on the eve of his birthday, and it is our duty to remind his exemplary services rendered to the mankind, and everybody knows that he's exemplary. Recently, one pic was circulating in the social media that at the age of around plus 90, he was standing in a meeting, and the Prime Minister, erstwhile Prime Minister, our Nehru, Chacha Jawaharlal Nehru, was coming to the podium, and everybody was curious to wish Jawaharlal Nehru, but Jawaharlal Nehru was closely watching our Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya Garu and stood there, and he was wishing him, saying namaskar to him. So this is the gesture every engineer feel proud that he had brought our engineers fraternity so to the great heights. He is the one and only Bharat Ratna who had received the great award, the topmost award of our country. Then now actually our regarding our ABPEVS activities, we are since 2012 doing some works through Greater Hyderabad Padmashali Engineers Vibhaga Sangam, we have started our activities later. It has been raised to All India Padmashali Engineers Vibhaga Sangam and under the able guidance of Kandagatla Swami Garu under Akhila Bharata Padmashali Sangam. So with that activities our ABPEVS are doing so many. So far we have helped one is Alwala Mamata, a nursing student who had been given financial support for her studies, and she has been established her life because of our support. And later it gives pleasure that our engineers Vibhag is doing providing jobs also to the needy. We are keeping our resumes with us and forwarding to our available places wherever the jobs are required. So our students are benefited with that placements. And ABPEVS also have helped Anada Vidyarthi Gruha, donating around 75,800 rupees check to them, where around 120 orphans are taking shelter and their education is going on there. And the ABPEVS have helped about 450 families distributing the food grains. The ABPEVS and the NAPA jointly served under Essential Help Project. ABPEVS thanks to all the members who have supported and the NAPA people who have coordinated with us in the helping activity. And our poor weaver brethren have committed suicides due to financial crisis. ABPEVS given helping hand to their families at Janagaon, Kotakunda, etc. And the participants are sent with so like that we are doing our activities, sir. The participants who have enrolled online and watching through the live YouTube channel will be sent e-participation certificate to their mail IDs. Our organizing secretary will share the format certificate. I request the organizing secretary Naka Venumadhan Garu to present the format that e-certificate, participation certificate. Venumadhan sir, is it possible to you now? Sethupathi Balakrishnan, if it is convenient for you, can you kindly share that certificate so that it can be shown to our participants how the certificate would be. And about 10 participants will be presented through the hands of our esteemed guests in the evening Engineers Day celebration. This is the participation certificate format we are going to issue to all the participant through their mail IDs will send. And about 10 participants will be presented through the hands of our esteemed guests in the evening Engineers Day celebration, which is also will be virtual. So they will be presented through the guests in the evening program, and all the participants are requested to watch the live streaming of the Engineers Day celebration 2021 in the evening. And all the participants will be sent that their individual certificates to their mail IDs. They can download and record it. So now I request our chief guest valedictory, Engineer Sangam Chandramouli Garu is rightly with us now with a WhatsApp call is available. I request Naka Venumadhan Garu to read about his credentials, please, sir. About Naka Venumadhan Garu, please.
About Engineer Sangam Chandramouli Garu. Engineer Sangam Chandramouli Garu did BE in Mechanical Engineering from Usmania University with distinction. He worked in irrigation department under Sri Rama project from foundation level with heavy machineries. Later, he was promoted as executive engineer and worked for Upputeru Works, and later worked for Right Canal of Srishalam project and designed about 240 construction works. Later promoted as superintending engineer and worked for SLBC project, which was a major project in Asia, and he became guide for uplifting schemes in irrigation projects and also made a pathway for present Kaleshwaram projects. Then promoted as chief engineer and worked as technical observer for government. He had retired in the year 2002. He was felicitated as best engineer by state government. In the year 2007, he founded the Retired Engineers Association. He made active role in the design of Palamuru project and Kaleshwaram projects. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your presentation about Sangam Chandramouli Garu, the retired Chief Engineer, Irrigation Department. Now I request our Chief Guest today's valedictory, so to give his valuable message to our participants, members, and if it is now live streaming, sir, I request now Sangam Chandramouli Garu to give his valuable message, please.
Good evening to all the web participants and this on the auspicious of celebrating this Engineers Day. Really, a world famous engineer. Luckily, that India is lucky enough to have such a great engineer. And even Nehru, when he was giving him a Mokshagunda Bharatratna, then frankly, that Mokshagunda Visheshwara said to him, please don't take it granted that I am not going to criticize you by just giving this Bharatratna. If you are thinking that you are wrong, I will be criticizing, but all the problems faults being done by the government, I will be the best critic also. I will continue to be critic. That he has told to the Nehru on his face. That was his caliber. So such a great person, really, we are celebrating that great person for today as our engineers today. So it is on the occasion, really, our Padmashali Engineers Association is celebrating and conducting a web meeting just to get for the benefit of the budding engineers and students so that they will go ahead with their future career, develop with their future career. It's really a good program. And this program is a very eminent and expert in the field that has given their advice to the budding engineers. They're really good. And this, especially this Dasari Murali Garu, and he has given a career opportunities and wow, best to this engineering students after completion of their studies and training how to pursue for the opportunity of career, and it's really a lot of helpful for the students. And likewise, and one more problem, that is energy conservation is being enlightened by Mr. Nalla Garu. And energy conservation, it is now a top important subject because energy audit and energy conservation, they go together, and only with that energy audit, and we are going to conserve, and with that conservation, we are going to save a lot of energy. So what all that energy is saved, it is the equivalent to the energy produced. That is there. So, and we are so much developments in the field of lighting. See, previously we used to have only incandescent lights, which consumes say 100% energy. Now we are going with the LED lights, just consumes 20% of the same for the same lighting. So these are the developments are coming only just because of audit and energy audit and conservation programs. So this is a very, very important subject for the world today. And for that, on that subject, really they have given a very good, Nalla Krishna has given a very good enlightenment. So this will be very useful for entire engineering brotherhood, and also for other next to it, radiation, environment and production. The radiation, and of course, the radiation is now highly polluted the entire environment. The radiation of our radiation of our atomic energy stations. These are the so much complicated radiations are being subject the human beings and also living beings are subjected for this heavy radiation, and how to avoid this radiation and reduce the radiation, and how to take precautions with the radiation, and these are the guidelines is very much required for nowadays, and this is a very important subject. So for that, really it is a good enlightenment in the subject. Next is the Sargam Rajesham Garu has spoken on the quality and improvement production. The quality and improvement production is mostly attached to the industrial production. But with all that industrial production, unless you maintain quality, there will be no hope of further sustenance in the field of competency. Yeah, it is the day of competency. Only we stay in the competition, the product is of quality, and product is are of competitive rates. And this is a very important subject, where if you keep that in view and then go on production only, then you will be successful producer and manufacturers, and you will be able to sustain the department. That is a very real aspect, and this new engineers and budding engineers, they have to realize this importance of quality in future, quality, that they are going to do quality, maybe in the construction, maybe in the production, or maybe in any field. Quality is the first fundamental requirement of an engineering production or engineering construction, everything. So really, it is a good enlightenment for the budding engineers. And next, the GP Kumaran Garu, they have spoken for the personality development and communication skills. The only problem with the engineers will be, the engineers will be very intelligent, and they can solve any problem, and they know how to solve also. They immediately they will find a solution for the problem. But the thing is that mostly the engineers lack the skill to express. The skill to express. So the communication skills are being, the engineers are lacked with this communication skills. So the communication skills are very, very fundamental requirement for an engineer to be successful in his career. So that is really a good important subject. That only the difference between an IAS and officers and engineers. The people who did not get engineering and medicine will go to IAS, and they will develop so much communication skills, and then they overrule the engineers and doctors. So, that is the importance. How much the communication skills plays a lot of important role in the day-to-day administration. So the communication skills are also very important for the engineers to become successful engineers, and he must be able to express what exactly is his views on the subject, and then only the people and the world will recognize his competency and expertness. So that is very important. See, these are all the very, very important subjects now. They are being dealt today in the interest of these budding engineers. So really, these all subjects really they will take care of these important items, and go ahead. They will be very much. They will make good of their career in future, and so they may become successful in their career. So really, it is a good organization. It is a good program organized by our Padma Engineering Association. And in such cases, a number of such cases, and these enlightenment programs are being conducted from our organization. Really, I am very glad to see all these programs being conducted. So for this program, really, I commend this organization, our organization also. I commend for the experts and the eminent engineers. They have given their valuable suggestions to the budding engineers. finally, thank you all the people, one and all. And really, I am happy to be associated with you today evening with all the members. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable message and enlightenment of all the topics which are more needed for our budding engineers and students. It is a right, need of the hour, in fact. And we are very much pleased that you have, though technical problem is there, to join through Zoom, and you have come on the line through WhatsApp video call and given your valuable message to our audience and participants, sir. And we feel very pleased also that ABPEVS feels very pleased. We have felicitated you as one of the eminent personalities in one of our physical program Engineers Day celebrations at Padmashali Bhavan in 2018. And you are a versatile personality and retired chief engineer, and you have formed the Telangana Retired Engineers Association, which is now giving very good support to the Telangana government and striving very hard. So with which the Kaleshwaram project is coming to the light and getting the success, you are behind it. We feel very proud that you belong to our community and you are doing very great service, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable message to the association, our members, and to participants today, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Good day. Have a good day.
One more thing I want to tell at the juncture.
Please, sir.
On behalf of this retired Telangana Engineers Association,
sir,
we are taking this rainwater harvesting program in all the farmers' fields.
Yes, sir.
And this is really, the program was very successful. The Sakshi, television and the newspaper, they have for 3 years, every year 2 months, they have conducted these programs, enlightenment programs for all the rights for every district, every year, 4-5 meetings with farmers. And that was really that program, rainwater harvesting program is going very good in the farmers community. And all our people, our retired engineers association people, they are participating in the program, and whenever they are free, they are in a district wise formed 2-3 members of the group, so that in the district they will go to any farmer who is in need of it, they will go, they will give guidelines and they will give the markings also, how best to utilize the rainwater. And the rainwater harvesting is so important. Just by harvesting the rainwater in Telangana, cultivable lands, that is about 50% of the total land, we are saving 800 TMC of water in the farmers' field itself. But whereas with all the projects put together in Telangana, including Kaleshwaram and all ongoing projects put together, storage capacity plus water supply capacity is only 600 TMC. And that is tremendous. Many farmers will be getting with the rainwater harvest. This was realized, and it is our putting this Telangana Engineers is doing it.
Yes,
In addition to this, projects are being associated with the projects and projects designs.
yes, sir.
So that is, I want to tell because that is so important subject.
Yes, yes, sir.
We are thinking, I want to enlighten to our people also.
Yes, sir. So we request you, sir. We request you. ABPEVS definitely feels happy to share this informative matter, whatever the about rainwater harvesting, which will be useful. It may reach to our people also. We kindly share that information, sir. We will cover in our diary also. Last year, e-diary we have released. This year also we are planning 2022. We will try to have physical diary, else e-diary will be produced. So in that, definitely we'll cover some 2-page or 3-page article on that harvesting and your initiation and your participation about the rainwater harvesting, sir. We'll feel very happy to share that. So thank you. Please kindly share that information.
I have written a small book on this.
Kindly share that book with us, sir. We'll collect that book.
Copy of it I will send to you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
will send to you. And that is already in our Telangana Retired Engineers Association diary. We have this all details also.
Yes, sir. we will cover in our the engineers association this thing also, sir, so that that will be reaching to our people also, which will be as you said, water harvesting is the very much needed we have to save the water to save the world. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable message. Yeah, sir. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being with us, sir. We feel very happy. Thank you. And yes, sir. Now I request our engineer Shankar Shivaratri garu, the present General Secretary Telangana Padmashari Engineers Vibhaga Sangam, to give vote of thanks, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, before you start your vote of thanks, I want to request all our members kindly be log in again at 6 o'clock because our Engineers Day celebration, all our community elders are going to be participating in that program, like right from All India Padmashari Engineers Vibhaga Sangam President Sridhar Sunkur garu and our sitting Lok Sabha MP Singari Sanjeev Kumar garu, Dr. Singari Sanjeev Kumar garu, and former MP Rajya Sabha also our Rapur Ananda Bhaskar garu, and former MP Rajya Sabha, now present Mayor Warangal Srimati Gundu Sadarani garu also is going to participate in the program, along with the guest of honor Prakipala Narahari garu, IAS officer from Secretary from Maharashtra Madhya Pradesh government, and Elda Mananna garu, Chilveru Kashinath garu, Kandagata Swami garu, Gatam Jagannathan garu. So many our community elite people are going to join in that 6 o'clock Engineers Day celebration. Along with, we are going to felicitate virtually around 12 honorary members. We are going to around 10 engineering fraternity and 2 non-engineering fraternity people. We are going to felicitate them through virtual by presenting the flags to them virtually, and so many special guests are also there. I mean, representing our engineers, all the Vibhaga Sangams of Akhila Bharata Padmashari Sangam, Telangana Padmashari Sangam President Madam Baburao garu, Viewers Welfare Trust Chairman, even our Nalla Venkateshwarlu garu Engineering Chief Kaleshwaram project is also going to be one of the special guests on the occasion, as Beth Ravir garu also Pegasus Managing Director, and all our like Vanam Dushantara garu, Mahila Vibhagam Adhyakshuralu, and Gundeti Sridhar garu, Yuvajana Vibhagam President, and Yaramada Venkana garu, President Cheneta Vibhagam, and Puram Shankar garu, President ABPEVS Nyaya Vibhag, and Vanam Vishwanathan garu, Treasurer ABPEVS, and Gangadhar Tilak garu, President ABPEVS Popa Employees Group Wing, and Srimati Kuntaka Rupa garu, Honorary President Telangana Padmashari Sangam, as well as Srimati Gujja Rajeshwari garu, President Telangana Padmashari Sangam, and Kandi Vishwanathan garu, Viewers Chairman. He is Chairman for Secunderabad Trust, and Katla Sudarshan garu, Great Hyderabad Padmashari Sangam President, as well as Mahila Vibhagam President Srimati Poranla Sharadakka garu. All are coming, and list of a series of honoraries. We are going to felicitate them through the Engineers Day celebration. I request all our committee members and participants, whoever could join through Zoom, they can join, else they can view the live streaming will be there for that program also. It will be rightly started at 6 o'clock. Now as per schedule we are going, it is only 5:35 now. By 6 o'clock again we can join. I request now Engineer Shankar Shivaratri garu, the General Secretary Telangana Padmashari Engineers Vibhaga Sangam, to give his vote of thanks. Thank you.
Sorry for the interruption, sir. So before going to vote of thanks, I would like to communicate that I will refresh the Zoom link, one more link, because a lot of people are facing for authentication issue.
Okay.
So I will immediately generate a fresh link. Sir?
We need to share that again, new link in the groups again.
Yes, sir. Shall we?
Any confusion will be there, because already we have circulated earlier link we have generated.
What we can do, sir? Because some people are.
We will do like this, no? If anybody contacts us, any of us, please share that message, that new link also, so that to such people we will share that new link. Okay?
No, only one link per meeting. 2 links can't be shared for.
Yeah, both cannot be interlinked. Na? So we need to share. What do you suggest, as per your opinion? We need to give a new link then to all the people we have to give. Some confusion may create.
So whoever the chief guest and speakers only, right?
Not only speakers, means all the participants, many are there, no? Special guests around 15 special guests are there, honoraries are there, around 12 people, and chief guests of honor. So many our members. It will be a difficult task, I think, now sharing a new link.
Yes.
Let us try that. If any problem is there, no, as you suggested, no, you have given your mail ID and passcode. We will share that to them. Whoever gets any confusion or unable to join. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Balakrishnan, for your initiation. I request now Engineer Shankar Shivaratri Garu to give his vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hope I am audible, sir.
Yeah, you are perfectly audible.
Thank you, sir. So, good evening, all. I deem it a great honor and a privilege to vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of Engineers Day to conduct seminar by our Akhila Bharat Padmashali Engineers Vibhag Sangam. Let me first start by giving a glory to the Almighty of God for the making today's occasion a great good success, though there are some technical issues initially. First and foremost, I thank Chief Guest Professor Anumalla Balakishan, Dean Usmani University, who despite his busy schedule has found a time and to grace on this occasion. Our heartfelt thanks to our today's presenter, Engineer Dasari Murli Garu, Dr. Vedi Ramesh Garu, Engineer Nalla Krishnud Garu, Engineer Vanam Ravinder Garu, Dr. Swargam Rajesham Garu, Engineer GP Kumaran Garu, and the keynote address by Sri Sangam Chandramouli Garu for their valuable contribution in sharing their knowledge, expertise in the seminar. This encourages our students, participants, our engineers members, and making this event a joyful Engineers Day. Also, I would like to express my sincere thanks to respected President Engineer Putta Pandranga Garu, President ABPEVS, and his leadership in conducting this event along with the support of our members. We are also grateful to our mentors and facilitators, Engineer Mosuna Mohan Narayana Garu, General Secretary, Engineer Chilkul Chandramouli Garu, Treasurer, Engineer Kachala Rajkumar Garu, President Telangana Engineers Vibhag Sangam, and all other EC members who are directly or indirectly participated for their words of encouragement, able guidance, has always encouraged us in smooth conducting of this event. I thank for them for their kindness, their interest, and continued support in this occasion. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our thanks to Engineer Nakka Venu Madhavan Garu, Organizing Secretary of ABPEVS, who was involved in preparation of posters, documentation, certification, etc. And Setupati Balakishan Garu, President Tamil Nadu Engineers Wing, for the arrangement of Zoom link, YouTube link of this online platform stage, who was involved in complete background works of this online platform. Once again, I want to state that we are most grateful to all on this online stage. We thank you for being with us in this evening. To all the guests, invitees, participants, EC members, viewers, and whole ABPEVS Akhila Bharat Padmashali Engineers Vibhag Sangh, it has been a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Engineer Shankar Shivaratri Garu, for giving a valuable, your vote of thanks. You have mentioned everybody, all you have missed. We did not miss anybody. You have covered every participant and the people who have struggled to make this happen. Thank you so much, and we request all the participants now and watching, whoever watching through the YouTube channels, kindly again watch from 6 o'clock onwards the Engineers Day celebration 2021 with the light community elders will be there in that. So we have to listen their valuable messages about on the occasion of Engineers Day celebration. So thank you so much. We'll meet at 6 o'clock. Thank you.
Please tell about new link, sir.
Yeah. So one small announcement. Now we are going to, I mean, just now Sethupathi Balakrishnan Garu had generated a. Sethupathi, are you there, please?
Yes, sir. So still the confusion I made again settings, and we'll use the same old link. No problem.
So now that will be fine, na?
Fine.
Then it's
Without
okay.
Sethupathi, without account, we can join with that link.
Yes, we will test it now after this meeting.
Yeah, we'll close this meeting and we'll test that with the new link. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we'll end